I got a clown swill. You a Yankee fan, and you wearing a Chicago Cubs jersey.
Yeah.
And check this out, y'all. This Negro wearing glasses for the first time in a long time.
Hey,
Yeah.
the lights, man. You know. The production said if
Hey.
you wanna see, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, I ain't telling nobody when I win the lottery, but there'll be signs.
So you'll see the gold.
There'll be
Right.
signs.
All right.
That'd be
So what
fun.
you walking there with a Darth Vader mask to collect your millions?
Oh,
your
yeah.
billions?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Indiana, you can't do that.
Make no mistake, I'll be a millionaire probably within the next 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking
Probably
about.
the next 3 years.
Sir.
It's there. It was funny because when I was talking to old boy, he looked at me dead in my eyes. He was like, "Oh, you were supposed to be a millionaire a long time ago." It's cool. We'll get there. And I'm
be
like,
surprised,
he
man.
just
You-
said it so casually. I was like, "Nigga, who the fuck you talking to?"
You'd be surprised. There might be a millionaire in this room right now and you don't even know it.
Don't.
Exactly.
Don't.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
For real?
But I see all of us coming up, man. Like big time.
Yeah.
Like this shit.
A million ain't much. So
really
say you're gonna be a billionaire.
Yeah. That's really because what I thought a millionaire was growing up is what a billionaire is today.
What I thought making $100,000 a year was growing up is not what it is today.
What I thought a millionaire was is nothing.
Yeah. Because the first time I made 100,000 in a year, I was like, oh, okay, this still sucks.
Yeah.
Like, this still sucks. I didn't think it would suck this much, but it still sucks.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in Gary now who had like rental properties that wasn't worth nothing 5-10 years ago. Now they're worth $200,000 to $300,000 a piece. Mm-hmm. Now they're millionaires.
Yeah.
Still walking around like regular people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't know.
Going to podcasts and shit. I'm just saying. It's regular folks.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about your portfolio.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about your portfolio.
Really don't know.
Got secret millionaires and shit just walking around. You know,
It's all about your portfolio.
Amongst
man.
us.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to the sports panel. I'm your host, Will. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Coach Dre.
Coach Corey.
Did you try to go before me, nigga?
We was going this way.
Nah. I know it's been a minute.
Make
We
sure
was
they
going this way.
Now we go clockwise.
Make sure they
Jason,
not
Jason.
counterclockwise.
video, thumbs up, subscribe.
Yeah, everything is good. Hold on one second. Let me check one thing. You guys go ahead and banter for a
This
second.
nigga tried to stop before me because it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's
Don't
been a
forget,
minute.
Max Kellerman.
It's been a minute.
I'm the Stephen A over here.
Oh, whoa.
Let me get the show started and then we
Well,
go
I'm
off
Shannon.
into
I'm the Shannon Sharp. Then.
Right.
Yeah, you can be shining.
Hey, look, Corey been putting in work, bro.
No, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
Corey,
I'm
Corey
just,
puts in that Molly work.
hey, when it's
Like Michael Wilbon.
Hey,
Corey Wilbon.
Michael
He
Wilbon.
Wilbon.
we on this show.
He will
I
bond.
just kind of let Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. I just kind of let them two go at it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? No, Shannon Sharp. No, I ain't
Call
gonna
him back.
do him
me
like
like
that.
What
I
the
ain't
fuck
gonna do
that
him
make
like
me,
that.
Molly?
Yeah. You the Molly of the crew. bro. You know what I'm
we
saying?
ain't doing that. We
Nah,
ain't
you
doing that.
You swagoo.
Big swag.
Swagoo.
That's what's up, because I was going to call him Chris Canty.
Oh,
Don't do it like
He
that.
shaved the, you know.
Yeah, I got a little shape up.
Or Damon Woody.
or
Yeah, Woody.
or we can call him Jacoby, from Jalen and Jacoby.
Oh, I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
bad.
I used to like that show.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah,
Man, Jalen on TNT now.
Yeah.
yeah. And you know they going over to ESPN next year. Oh,
That's what's up.
That makes sense.
the whole crew.
That makes sense.
Ooh, that's going to be kind of, well, what, they going to mix him in with Stephen A, or they going to get
Wait,
rid of
what
the
whole
whole
crew?
Right. The whole TNT crew
Inside the NBA.
is going
Yeah.
over to ESPN.
Now Charles, he said he retiring.
No,
He's
Charles
he's still reserving the option.
he's still reserving the option, but
Shaq.
Stephen A just said this about 2 or 3 days ago on First Take. He was like, I can't wait to see all the crew over here next year on ESPN. I was like, dang.
I hope they leave him alone. I hope they keep their crew
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Don't try to integrate them.
Right,
Let them
right.
do what they do.
Don't bring nobody else
Yeah,
into the
let
crew.
them
we
get
don't,
their
we
own
don't
shit.
need to see Kenny Smith on Get Up.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Keep this.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep
Stephen A. all
I
in the
don't-
video.
I don't need to see no dang
Dancing.
I don't need to see no Malika Andrews on their show or whatever, because she gonna kill the vibes. Like,
Right.
Gone,
They need to get rid of her anyway, man. She was looking just like a 7-year-old girl at the big screen the other day. I was like, whose little daughter is that? How did she get the job?
Yeah, man.
Like qualifications she gave.
Real quick before you guys do anything, please like and subscribe. What we do here is all pro bono, so the best you could do for us to get this thing going, like, subscribe, share. And if you guys got any ideas for anything that we didn't cover or should cover, let us know. I know Mark has been shooting some pretty cool ideas in the group chat. So shout out Mark, shout out Pacifico, shout out Greg, all the guys who aren't here, but we'll go ahead and get started and we'll get right into the NFL.
Wait a minute. Did you say we wasn't getting paid? I'm getting paid.
Hey, don't
know
do that.
about y'all, dog.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because he look right at me like,
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be like, hey,
Let's
hold
go
up,
ahead
wait a
and
minute.
Let's go into football.
he said,
Ooh, first topic
y'all
off
get
rip.
paid.
Ooh.
We'll go right into football. So there's been some coaching changes. There's been some coaching vacancies. And there's been some pretty different things going on. We here in the Midwest. We'll start with the Bears. Bears got Ben Johnson. That's what we've been talking about. Is this the guy?
When you ask the Bears fans that,
I think so.
Why?
I think so. I would have liked to give Vrabel to kind of mimic how Detroit got Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
Just get you an all around football guy in the building to set the standard.
that knows the building.
Because we need structure, we need culture, we need all that.
Did he set the
But-
standard in Tennessee?
Yeah, they went to the playoffs a bunch of times. They was number one in the AFC a couple years ago.
yeah,
He was a culture guy over there. But
He did prematurely get fired.
But Ben Johnson is young, innovative, and we always talk about our defense, which is good. But with the times it is, man, we got to catch up, and we need that McVay, that Shanahan. We need something like that. We got a quarterback that's dynamic.
Did you
We
really
gotta take advantage.
look at Detroit's offense for you to call Ben Johnson innovative?
Yeah,
That's a bunch of dinking and dunking, man.
they had the number one offense.
And a trick play every now and then.
I will tell you this.
They had the number one offense because you throw the ball 2 yards and
I will tell you this.
they run 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say Detroit runs the football, and they pass the football.
Not down the field though.
He played to Jared Goff's
they
strengths.
Yeah,
You got to remember, Jared Goff was damn near out the league.
yeah, Jared. Because if you remember that Super Bowl, Jared Goff
He
don't
lost
throw
that
down
for
the field.
him. He lost that for him.
Jared Goff
That-
doesn't throw down
hey,
the field.
They ain't throwing that ball down
the game they just had. Yeah, I believe Jared Goff lost that game for him. I mean, but at the same time though, you need him. Just because simple fact is, the Bears should have good strong running game. If they'd had that this past season, I believe y'all done actually made some noise.
So how many picks did Jared Goff throw in that last game?
It was close to 4. He threw like 3?
4 picks, right? And they
Yeah.
got the number one rushing offense in the league, right?
But man, hey, okay, so
No, Baltimore's got the number
So
one.
okay, they got the number one in the NFC. So why wouldn't you stop him from throwing and just run the ball like you
Because
been
they
doing?
was down 2 touchdowns. They couldn't stop
Right.
Washington from. They couldn't stop a nosebleed.
yeah, and then that one pick that Jared Goff threw in the back of the end zone, that was on Jared Goff because he threw that bad boy way too late. The minute this dude cut, the DB was already on him, and the minute he cut, the DB cut, and Jared Goff just threw it too late. I was like, man, if you threw that on time, that was a dang on TD.
Yeah.
It was like he read them all the way.
Yeah.
And
Ben,
then-
Ben Johnson got the most out of Jared Goff.
It's
he can
just
get
the
out.
fact that
Yeah.
when you put a young, innovative offensive guy with a young quarterback, we just don't have any evidence of that working. So all the times they tried it, it just really don't work. But
They work with Shanahan and Purdy.
Yeah,
Purdy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
no, it dang Purdy's a bomb.
Hey, what? Hey,
Shanahan was talking about
Brock
going.
Purdy was undefeated
Well,
like the
hold on.
first 10 times.
They was talking. That's because the defense and the
I
running
say-
game. But they was
And his
talking about
offense.
trading Shanahan this year.
I say it's working with the Commanders because Cliff
it's working
Kingsbury,
with the-
he's
with the
still
Commanders.
young. He not that
He's
old.
not the head coach.
Yeah, but he's offensive coordinator. and
I'm
he
talking about the coach, the head coach. Yeah, when you do it, they do it with offensive coordinators. I'm talking about the head coach. When you try to get that young, innovative head coach, That offensive coordinator,
It
they
worked
come
with
in and they do their
it worked
thing.
with McVay and
who?
Goff.
Jared Goff?
It worked
For
for
a
Nah,
second.
no, it didn't.
Yeah,
For a
it did.
second.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but once he
So
realized,
they-
so-
Jared Goff's ceiling was like, he was like, nah,
And we know it was 5 or 6 other people on that team that was way better than Jared Goff
We
that
gotta-
made them
we-
go to the Super Bowl.
and that's when he was like, we got to go get Matthew Stafford. We need somebody that's going to get us
Right, an
over the
older
hump.
guy, an older, more established quarterback.
It worked with Green Bay coach and Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers was already 5 years in the league. No, he was no
He
by
was still in his
by
rookie
time
contract.
no by time make no
When they went to the Super Bowl,
when who went to the Super Bowl?
the Packers.
No, Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers spent 4 years on the bench under Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was still young when he started.
When McVay
No, if
came over,
you spent 4 years
Not
under the
McVay,
bench and 3 years in college,
Oh, you
you
talking about
27
LaFleur?
years
LaFleur,
old.
Matt LaFleur.
You 27,
LaFleur.
28 years old. You ain't
Matt
young.
LaFleur.
Well, let me take that back. Did they have who was they coach when they went to the Super Bowl? Was it LaFleur?
Who? The
Nah,
Packers?
it was Mike
That
McCarthy.
was
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
But
That
when,
was
but
06.
when they brought
McCarthy
LaFleur,
old as hell.
when they brought
Nah,
LaFleur
06.
in,
Sorry.
Aaron Rodgers was getting MVPs every year.
Yeah, and Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers was old.
Yeah.
I
He
said
wasn't
just a
old.
young, innovative quarterback young, innovative coach with a
Well-
young quarterback.
Let's just see what he do, because from also what I was seeing and from what I was hearing, this dude, y'all know who he went out and got for y'all defensive coordinator, right?
Who?
From the Saints,
Thank you. Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen.
So that's good. And he picked up Antoine Randall as the offensive coordinator.
And
So that's cool.
He
So
got-
I like that he getting Detroit people and he
Yeah,
bringing some
and
of
he got,
Detroit's philosophy.
he got one of the quarterbacks that used to play for Ohio State as a quarterbacks coach.
talking
JT
about-
Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought in JT Beard, so that's good. Now the question is,
Isn't it crazy that JT Barrett is a quarterbacks coach right now, not
Right.
in the league?
that's crazy.
That's
now
wild.
the question
It's
is,
like a Byron Leftwich.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now the question is, who you gonna get to be your offensive coordinator? He ain't
He
got,
got
that
Randall Well.
No, he looking at
He got him as the assistant head coach and the offensive coordinator.
You sure?
No.
Or is
Oh,
he
he's not
looking
gonna
at
be the
somebody
OC.
else?
You know, the dude his name started with an L. I can't think of it. It's like Landy or Landry.
Who did he hire Randall Well for? What position?
I think he probably hired Randall Well for like maybe receivers coach or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
something like that.
I know
But-
he was assistant head coach and
Because I know,
something.
but I know he hasn't
No,
came out and said who
Passing
the
game
OC is.
coordinator.
Okay, he literally ain't came out and said who the OC is yet. So
He hasn't picked one yet. But and Randall L is the passing game coordinator.
okay.
So based off of this coaching change, what you expect out of Chicago? Continuity.
Well,
8 and 9.
it still depends on
8 and 9.
on the offensive line. They're talking about a trade. They're talking about signing players. They want to put the checkbook out there, and they're willing to spend whatever. So if they can get a good all-star free agent and draft good, I think we'll be good. I think
So
we'll be good.
I think with the Bears drafting, is it 10 this year?
Yeah, I think number 10.
So do you think y'all should take an offensive tackle?
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you think that when y'all got rid of
You know what?
They're talking about old boy from
I think that running back gonna be available at 10. I'll take him.
Genty.
Yep.
he's gonna be available at 10, but they saying that he's gonna get past 10 and he's gonna go to he's probably gonna go to the Cowboys at 12.
I'd take him at 10 if I was the Bears.
If they can pick up some star
Offensive lineman,
offensive lineman in free agency,
I'll take him at 10.
then take them at 10.
The thing with
But if not, you get the
offensive
best
lineman
offensive
and free
lineman.
agent, they always be on their last leg.
No, the one they talk about today, he played every snap this season.
Yeah, but how many years he played?
I don't know. How many
That's what I'm
years he
saying. It'd be
played.
like 15, 20 years in the league. Let's get some young, let's draft some in the 3rd, 4th round. You know what I'm saying? So they can grow with the coordinator, grow with the coach.
Oh, we're still gonna do that regardless.
Yeah,
Still
so
gonna
I
draft
don't
some.
want to spend a whole lot of money on some old people like we do.
So you don't think that y'all should have got rid of Pace?
Ryan Pace.
Yeah, y'all don't think y'all should have got rid of him when y'all had the chance?
Nah.
Like, I mean, because
He always drafted good.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been doing good so far.
okay.
No, you talking about Ryan Poles?
Oh yeah, Ryan.
You talking about the GM, right?
Yeah, my fault,
Yeah,
Ryan
he been
Poles.
doing good,
Ryan
man.
Pace
Like he actually making
draft good,
moves.
too.
Nobody else made moves. You know what I'm saying?
I like Poles.
We interviewed 100 people.
It ain't
You
his
know?
fault the offensive line turned
Yeah,
out
you
to
know what
be
I'm saying?
garbage.
That's That's crazy because
He gave us a good roster this year.
yeah, because remember I had text you and I said, "Wow, they got Ben Johnson." It was just like, and soon as the dang on Detroit got eliminated from the playoffs, it was like 2 days later. The Bears are hiring Ben. I'm like,
Shit, 20 minutes
Yeah,
later.
he was already wanting to go there. He's been wanting to go there.
See, the only plus before we go to something else, the only plus I do see that the Bears do have with hiring him is you are in a division, so you have someone familiar with beating the Packers, beating Minnesota,
exactly.
like Detroit did. So you have some familiarities with that, and also he's bringing some of Detroit's scheme and some of Detroit's coaches, so that can kind of bring some of the culture to kind of change the environment that we have.
Right.
Even though Detroit is losers too.
Only thing I'm skeptical of is the fact that he ain't been a head coach yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot different, but I think he can do it. And if he put people around him that's already been head coaches like a Dennis Allen,
Yeah, I like
stuff
that.
like that. So
Right.
I think that'll help him. But the stuff he say sound good, but man, I've heard so many coaches say stuff that sound good.
Right, man.
I don't even listen to what he be
ain't going for
saying.
that.
You ain't hearing nobody saying we gonna bite him in the kneecaps.
Because
Right.
Eberflus, his
That's
first,
what I wanted to hear.
his first
Let's go to Eberflus punk ass
Introduction.
up and
So you know where
he
Eberflus is going, right?
he the Colts defensive coordinator now.
Nah, that's where he came
Not the
from.
Colts, I mean.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
No, not the
No,
Ra-
not the Raiders. Is it we were just talking about that.
Yeah, dang, who was we just talking about?
Because it was somebody that just got hired and they picked them up.
Jacksonville?
no,
Not Jacksonville.
Man. Oh my God. How did we forget that fast?
Gosh. And it was a team
What was the openings?
because it was the Cowboys. The
Oh
Cowboys.
yeah, the Cowboys.
Yes. So
He the Cowboys
yeah.
He's
defensive
the
coordinator?
Cowboys
yeah,
defensive
so-
coordinator, man.
That might be good for them.
so Schottenheimer.
He got a good defense. He a good defensive
Yeah,
coordinator.
Schottenheimer was
He just
nowhere
hired all
on the
them losers.
Cowboys' radar. Wasn't nowhere on anybody's radar as far as getting hired. All of a sudden, 2 days later, this Cowboys are thinking about hiring Schottenheimer. I'm looking like,
Is that because everybody else said no?
I believe so.
That's because he want a puppet.
And that's what I see.
He wants somebody he can
That's
control.
what I see.
Everybody else said no.
Everybody probably was like, "You gonna have to get out the way."
Exactly.
It's like,
He wants somebody. Jerry Jones wants somebody he can control. That's gonna be a puppet that ain't
Another
gonna
Jason Garrett.
control him.
how
What's
the
in the-
hell do you hire somebody in the building?
Because because think about this
Because they
though.
already a puppet.
He was already at one point in time. If he wasn't gonna hire him, he was gonna bring in Jason Witten.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you already in control of the offense.
Who wins the Super Bowl first, Bears or Cowboys?
Bears.
That's a good one.
Bears. We got
That's
a
a
franchise quarterback. They don't.
No, they got a franchise
They don't.
quarterback.
He done.
Dak is better than Caleb
He done.
right now.
He's done.
Caleb was a bum last
He's
year.
done. Wait, what?
What you mean he got sacked 1,000 times?
Caleb was average.
What?
Caleb was
He
average.
barely threw any interceptions and threw over 25
barely threw
touchdowns.
Caleb was average.
You crazy.
So you got
I give him a C.
the Bears filled their vacancy. We just talked Cowboys. They filled their vacancy.
The Raiders got Matt Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Pete
Carroll.
Carroll,
Pete
yeah.
Carroll.
crazy.
Somebody in the chat said he's too old, but
He too old, man.
is.
I mean,
And
He like
He is.
77 years old,
And
man.
he
God
young,
damn.
7. He's
Will they give
Jackson.
him a 1-year contract?
right.
Like 3 years.
No, they gave him 3 years with a 4th-year option.
Old ass
I
man,
hope
dog.
he can make it, man.
And
I
then,
like
man,
him. He's a good coach.
You gonna fire Antonio Pierce,
Right.
who's relatable to the players, to some old ass granddaddy.
Exactly.
Now that's a big difference.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And then
Especially in that city.
Yeah, you think he gonna relate more to people in Vegas? He gonna be like,
Right.
you can't
Right.
go out and you can't
And
gamble.
we
Get the
don't-
fuck
and
out of here.
we
that
don't know
old
what-
ass hire.
we don't know what they're
I
going to
give him
end
30
up doing
days.
because they talking about they don't know who his OC is going to be in, and then everybody has got this theory that he just might go bring in Russell Wilson. I was like, why would you bring in Russell Wilson when that relationship went sour when y'all was in Seattle?
They made up 2 years ago. They made up. But he old as how old is he? Like 75,
but he
76.
he is a player's coach.
Why the
He is a good
hell,
coach.
He's a great coach.
man, bro?
I
He's
like him,
76.
but that's too old.
That's too old. That's
He
too
gonna
old.
have to do the game from the press box.
That's too. You 76, dog.
Let's.
You 76. The players is coming in at 18.
Well, okay.
You hear, how
21.
Biden be talking.
Right.
Imagine him in the front of the locker room.
He mumbling and shit, talking
Talking
about
about
what
his dog
happened.
and shit.
He talking about go out yonder and catch the ball. Yeah, go out yonder. Go out yonder to the 20-yard line. Hit your head on the goal post.
Now that's the thing. They talking about the
Old
Raiders
ass.
might try to trade up to number 1 to get the number 1 pick. But I was like, what the heck you gonna give up? Y'all picking at 6. What you gonna give up?
Can you
Yeah, you gotta
imagine?
give up an
Can you
overhaul.
imagine the Raiders getting Shador and then Shador being in Vegas with Pete Carroll old ass? They're gonna be getting into it on the sideline.
Okay, so here's the thing. Pete Carroll says he's 73.
That's
He's
still old as
73.
hell.
I understand, but there are only 17 games in the season.
What's that got to do with the
18?
stress of the whole
Right.
season?
Shit, that
Greg-
man old as fuck.
Greg-
You talking about 17 games in the season.
Greg Popovich.
That's
You gotta
like 4
coach your-
months. That's
Oh
like
yeah,
4
Greg
months.
Popovich still going, but
Greg
No, he
Popovich
ain't.
is 75.
He damn near dead.
Well, as
Thank you.
of
Sorry, Greg, but you know what I'm
Greg-
saying?
Greg
look,
is out sick right now.
Greg is he is
Greg assistant
He been
is
sick.
coaching.
He been sick all year.
he's
right.
been sick all this year,
He
but
didn't look like he been sick for
coached,
5 years.
He coached until last year,
Right.
and Pete Carroll is in a lot better shape than Greg Popovich.
Man, Pete Carroll.
How
too
you know? When's
old,
the last time
man.
you seen Pete Carroll?
I saw Pete Carroll with his shirt off a year ago.
I saw Greg
That's
Popovich
crazy.
putting buckets up.
How did
Y'all
you
seen
see-
that
Yeah,
video?
man, Popovich out here hooping.
Dog,
Pete,
what you,
Pete Carroll can't do
what?
that.
Pete Carroll can't do
you
that.
spying on Pete Carroll, bro?
Yeah, how you see him with his shirt
They,
off?
they always talk
Well,
about
yeah,
the
that did kind of. Wait a minute, hold on. That did kind of go. Wait a minute,
'Cause-
now that's not on the internet.
Yeah.
they,
Now that
they
did
always play
kinda-
off the they play off the
Like him and Jeannie Buss was on. Like, oh.
nah, they always
Genie
play
Buss
off
is number
the,
1.
him and DK Metcalf or whatever his name is. How he had his shirt off in the first introduction and stuff. They always harp back to that. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
So you mean to tell me Pete Carroll with his shirt off ain't the most disgusting thing? Don't look like a 72-year-old kangaroo.
he doesn't look like
You
old.
sure?
Or you think like
yeah.
Vince McMahon?
Get out of here, man.
He
You
doesn't.
think this is
Man,
Vince McMahon?
Hey, he not doing the Vince
Pete-
McMahon walk?
Pete Carroll do not look like Ed Hockley's under there.
You still see him sprinting.
Man, that dude
still
is
see him
running around
running.
3, man.
Man,
I
Jerry
seen
Rice.
Greg Popovich giving buckets.
Jerry
though.
Rice
Right.
is still sprinting up and down the dang on side.
Jerry Rice in his 50s.
Nah.
Jerry Rice is in his
Man, 73 though, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that's too old.
So
That's too old.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
That's
You got
older than
that.
Bill
what other
Belichick.
vacancy do we have?
Jacksonville now. Check this out.
Jacksonville. And,
So they got a dude named Liam Cohen. He was the OC for Tampa Bay. So the way this all went down is that he had interviewed with them the first time, but the GM that they had, apparently he didn't like him.
Mhm.
So I say 2-3 days later, they fired the GM. They bring him back in for an interview. He tells, I guess, Tampa Bay something.
nigga play hooky.
And he ain't coming in to work, but the whole time you're there literally interviewing with Jacksonville. And then next thing you know, here comes Adam Schefter. Liam Cohen is the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm like, boy, dang.
Yeah,
That's bogus. So you gonna tell the other job, I ain't coming in, but I'm literally here at the other job interviewing.
you gotta look
Well,
out for
season over.
yourself.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
need
Season over.
permission. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, hey, they,
Hey, on the low,
They was like-
Tampa Bay had a dope offense. So
yeah,
they
they did. They did. That's what
But
I'm saying. I knew he was gonna get a job.
That makes
somewhere.
like so now you got to go out and get another dang on OC for Baker Mayfield. Like this dude keep running through
obstacles.
like so much, man. It's ridiculous.
But
And
but Baker makes
Don't
could
say
be a-
it.
He's
Don't
built-
say it.
He's built
Baker's
for it now.
tough. He's tough.
He's built for it now.
And he's
and
terrible. He just had a decent offensive coordinator this year.
Baker ain't terrible, man.
He's terrible.
There's a lot of quarterbacks ain't got what he got, man.
right. And
Yeah, you're right about that.
Heart, bro.
I know when
He
we
do
was on
got
our
that.
way over here, Robert Saleh went back to the 49ers as the DC coach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
So the Jets, who they hire?
Oh, the Jets got Aaron Glenn.
They got
Yeah,
Glenn.
they got Aaron Glenn off Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep. And what was the other opening?
We talked about Dallas. We talked about Vegas.
We know the
The
Patriots,
Patriots
hired
got
Oh yeah, the
Vrabel.
Patriots
Vrabel.
got.
So that was
Vrabel.
it. I think everybody got who
Did they
gonna
say the
get?
Browns had an opening?
No, the Browns.
Okay,
ain't having no
okay.
Are we surprised that Prime didn't get a shot somewhere, or do you think?
Yeah, I'm very not.
Or do
not
you think
somewhere.
Prime didn't want it?
I'm surprised that Jerry didn't really throw the bag at him.
The red carpet.
You know?
That was the best. And he like his money, and he just want to put on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no better way than bringing in Deion to Dallas.
Exactly.
It's literally Vrabel on steroids.
You said what?
It's Vrabel on steroids.
Oh yeah,
as far as just like being a guy who's been in the building.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but I still don't like the way the Patriots did Mayo like that. Though. That was wrong.
That was messed up, man. You got to give him an opportunity.
They did him
they
wrong.
They just hired him
13 days ago.
So we gonna get rid of you.
They fired him while he was on probation.
Yeah, so we can get who we really want back up in here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then, like Coach said, the Raiders, Antonio Pierce. Like, we just gonna get rid of you after one full season, man. We ain't really giving you nothing. You didn't have a quarterback.
Are those contracts guaranteed?
Well, historically, black head coaches don't get opportunities.
Well, yeah, they still getting paid. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's
black
the thing that
head coaches
they don't. We don't
he ain't had no quarterback. Garner Minshew,
they get fired off the rip.
Yeah, we supposed to be able to make a change, a turnaround with less
immediately.
Right. Immediately, if not, then you out the door. We'll never get a chance for the process.
Lovie Smith should have never got fired.
No, Lovie.
He went to the playoffs and got fired.
Was it Lovie had a 10-6 record, and then boom, gone.
Yeah,
it's Pittsburgh's the only one I can say consistently stick with their head coach, but he's never had a losing season either.
Yeah, but you're right. But they're not giving him anything.
Right.
When the last time Pittsburgh made a trade? They you know that they're actually coming 9-8 every year or something like that. So you're drafting 17 or 18. You're not drafting a quarterback in the first round.
Right.
So when are you gonna make some moves to
I
make
think the last trade they made was
Roberts.
that wide receiver they got from the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they traded for the
Mike Williams.
Right. Speaking of them, they're gonna have to
DB
go out. They're gonna
from
have to
Miami.
go out and get a backup because they ain't because they had Russell Wilson for 1 year. They only signed him for 1 year.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna resign him.
He can't play.
Justin
He need
Fields
to
is
retire.
projected to be the starter.
You think Russell Wilson should retire?
Hell
I
yeah,
can
he
agree
can't
with
throw
that.
the ball. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, man. It was like he was on a trajectory, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of the season, he just
He better than a whole bunch of white quarterbacks.
I watched them games.
He better
can't
than
throw
Sam
the ball.
Darnold.
He can't. What?
Sam
Darnold was getting 250,
that's
300 yards a
better than
game.
Sam
That's another
Darnold.
conversation. There are
He better than Sam.
There are three quarterbacks with really big question marks, and I'm kind of curious to see where they fall. It's Sam Darnold. It's who you just mentioned,
Wilson.
Russell Wilson, and it's why is my brain
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
They thinking Aaron Rodgers might be done, bro. That's a
The
wrap.
last half of the season, Aaron Rodgers put up decent numbers.
Because they don't think the Jets gonna end up bringing him back though.
Now they already said, if Aaron Glenn said he wants him, so if Aaron decides to come back, he's going to come back and he's going to help out. They're going to draft the quarterback in like the second round too, and he's going to be there a couple years to mentor him.
Yeah, so now
Is Aaron a mentor type?
He said he on
He's
Pat
willing
McAfee.
to
He fucking better be. That's how he
on
came out.
McAfee. He said that's what he's
He
willing to
wasn't trying
do
to do
right
that for
now.
love.
Hey, do you think the
That's why
Jets
he left
bring
Green Bay.
back? You think the Jets bring back Zach Wilson?
Yeah, I told y'all he was.
You think they'll bring back Zach Wilson?
Yes.
Jack Wilson ain't got a place
The
in the
GM,
league.
He over there in Broncos.
Johnson them drafted him, and they still around, so they'll bring him
Yeah,
back.
well, we'll see, man.
But they got his
too short.
son fucking handing out game balls.
oh yeah,
Is there
a
anyone else that
14-year-old kid is the GM.
is there anybody else that has a vacancy, a quarterback vacancy? Like who else needs a
the
quarterback?
Raiders,
The Giants.
Minnesota,
Who the
the
Giants?
Giants.
Tennessee,
I know.
The Giants.
Indianapolis.
Tennessee's,
No, what?
You don't think Tennessee's
Well,
gonna?
man, hey,
Indianapolis.
man, don't do, man, don't do,
Indianapolis.
don't do Anthony like that, man.
Wait, the dude that quit because he was tired.
Indianapolis, man.
he
Come
took
on. We
himself out
gave
the
him a
game.
chance.
I'm giving Anthony Richardson a still a chance.
Another
man. Come
year
on.
of that?
Come on, come on, man. Come on.
The Titans. I thought they had a very young quarterback.
Man.
They do. They got
That's the dude that came in.
Will
after,
Levis
Will-
is
yeah, Will
Levis.
He's the weakest starter out there.
I understand he's the weakest starter out there, but how long has he had the position?
He was a rookie.
He started
He was
with
a
Houston.
rookie.
He was a
didn't
rookie.
No, because he
Only
played
two-
for Houston.
but only
didn't
2 years. No,
He got
Oh, no,
drafted by
yeah.
he
Houston.
came in with Tennessee.
No, he got drafted by Houston.
He was a rookie.
No,
So-
he didn't get drafted by Houston.
You don't think he didn't?
He came in with Tennessee because the way that draft order went down, Anthony Richardson went 4 and then he went 6.
Will Levis was a rookie.
Yeah.
So
But he's horrible.
I understand, but rookies.
He won a rookie this year. He was.
Now, he was a rookie with them.
Yeah.
Rookies are horrible. That's.
But he been playing. He played 2 years.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you think you give him a third?
Hell no.
How? What's the leash on a quarterback?
If you white or black.
Does it
If
matter?
you white, it's a 4-year lease.
Well,
if you
Levis,
black, it's
Levis
a 2-year
is
lease.
white.
I know, so they're gonna give him 4 years.
So we know the Giants is gonna definitely need a quarterback. The Raiders, Tennessee,
Minnesota.
yeah, because Sam Darnold is
Yeah, they don't want to go with that again.
Sam Darnold is gone.
He got exposed.
How so?
How so? He couldn't throw the ball.
I'm just curious. I didn't. I
How
didn't
many
watch him.
interceptions he throw in the last game?
It was
the last
just-
2 games that mattered.
I believe the
He had
pressure.
like-
I believe the pressure was too much for him, man.
Okay, or is just Minnesota just not a playoff team?
No, they a playoff team. That defense was straight.
Nah, it was Sam Darnold.
Okay,
You know,
Like I told y'all.
and
from the
honestly,
jump. Sam
I say-
Darnold's a bump.
I say
It just lasted he lasted way
Right.
longer than I thought he was.
I say the Browns need a quarterback
The
Yeah.
Browns, yeah.
because Deshaun Watson did redo his contract.
So you got the Colts, the Browns, the Steelers, the
Y'all gonna
Bears.
keep doing my coach like
The
that.
Bears.
The Bears. No, I'm just kidding. Not the Bears, but you can really put the Seahawks on there.
Yeah, Seahawks. I can see Geno.
Yeah,
Kinda like
you
that.
can. Let's see,
The Raiders.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, we said Raiders. You say Jacksonville?
Yeah, they talking about getting rid of Trevor.
Really?
Yeah, they were
I
talking about
heard
trading
them.
him.
Oh, wow.
So they was talking about trading him to the Raiders and letting them get the number 1 pick.
Oh, wow,
that could work out.
wow,
That could work out.
Mm-hmm.
wow,
I would do that. I would trade. I would do that.
oh, wow.
Who
Dang.
else you got?
I think that's really about it. I mean,
I think Carolina got their quarterback. I think Bryce gonna come around.
yeah,
He started playing good.
they
Bryce.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you was Arizona, if you can get rid of Kyler Murray for somebody else, would you?
Yeah,
No.
he's too damn short.
No, Kyler Murray is good.
You wouldn't get him. You wouldn't get
showed
rid
me
of him
what
for
I-
somebody else that's better.
He showed me enough.
Give me 10 that's better.
10. Come on, man.
Give me 10 that's better.
Any of them.
That's fair.
Nah.
It's fair.
He's
if
not a
you-
top 10 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He is. He is.
He is a top 10 quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
Give me
see it,
10
man.
that's
I
better.
don't. The thing is like the Cardinals. The Cardinals is basically the Bears of their division. They are the Bidwells are an incredibly dysfunctional organizational family,
Yeah.
And
And they make
they-
the same type of hires.
and they don't spend. Arizona don't spend money.
They
And
don't.
teams in Arizona don't like unless you're the Suns. They don't like spending money.
But you know where Arizona come from, right? They originally was from Chicago too.
Yeah,
There was that second
Chicago
team.
Yeah.
they went
Yeah,
from
so it's the
Chicago to
same
St. Louis, and then
White
to Arizona,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just it's not. They just draft terribly every year. They don't draft for need. They draft for talent.
Nah, man, they got
And that's-
Harrison Jr.
They have a hit, but for every hit
The
they
new
got
GM,
5 misses.
Yeah.
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 They're not good, but I think Kyler Murray's a good quarterback.
What's
I don't
the
think he's top 10.
You think he better than Baker Mayfield?
Nope.
You out your mind.
I'll take Baker
bro.
and that. I'll take him all day long.
That's tough. I don't know.
That's
I'll take
ridiculous.
Baker all day long.
what's
That's
the
ridiculous. Who take him?
I seen one player
Take him.
doing great in the playoffs. I seen another one not.
yeah Baker
Take
Baker
him.
nice.
Take him.
Baker
Take him.
nice.
Take Baker over Kyler then and see what happens.
Are you guys surprised with the 4 teams that were left with in the end?
No.
Washington is a surprise,
surprised
but I
about
told
Washington.
y'all
Yeah,
Washington
Washington
was
is
I
a
said
gonna
surprise.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
picked Philly to
And
win it all.
Washington was going.
If it wasn't
there.
Washington, who was it supposed to be? Baltimore?
Well, it had to be another team
Well,
on the East.
No, it was
I mean,
I
for
was-
NFC.
I was
Everybody
it was
expecting.
supposed to be
Detroit.
Detroit.
Okay.
I was expecting to see Baltimore and Kansas City. But Lamar, man, he
Told
just
y'all at the beginning of the year. I don't think he ready.
he
Yeah,
just
but you also said that we had the best division in the league, and I said we didn't. And now look at us.
man, that was
The
I still think we do.
NFC North is. I mean, you know,
Still think we got 3
that's
playoff
crazy,
teams.
man.
what
Hey.
happened to them?
Don't get me wrong.
None of them won the game.
I didn't expect for Washington to go in and put it on Detroit like that, but
None of them won a game though. Like, can we get a win out of one of us?
they put it on them boys, man.
Like, come on. So,
Jaden Daniels, man, that kid, it's his poise.
Yeah.
It's like he don't
I
get
like him.
excited.
If he don't get injured, it's gonna be tough.
Do you
Man, I
guys-
thought he
do you guys
died
know-
that last game.
do
You
you guys-
seen that
He
hit?
got hit on the sideline.
I told you,
thought he was
he
dead.
flew in the air, bro.
I was
like a
that's
cartwheel.
why I didn't want to draft him.
I was like,
He
damn.
weighed 78 pounds.
But he did pop
But he
back
popped
up
back
like,
up?
yeah. I was like, damn, they just popped him like that.
Do you guys
I
know
would have
much about?
fired on that guy.
Do you guys know much about like how he trains?
Nah.
When he was in college, there was a program that some boosters created, and basically it's like a in-game simulation.
Oh yeah.
So the
I heard about
in-game
that.
simulation, pretty much, it has all the playbooks built in with the players built
And
in,
that's how he trains.
and that's how he trains. He uses
Yeah.
virtual reality to train, but he trains
cool.
at 1.75 times
Mhm.
regular speed.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's training faster
So-
than the actual game.
That's good. I would do that too.
So
Shit.
you know how like when you see on ESPN when you what's dude name what's the quarterback that played for Detroit?
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, when you see Dan Orlovsky with them obstacles on,
Yeah.
and he be pointing out like and moving people. That's what he's talking about. That's how he's training, but it's literally him, and he's
with an actual ball in an actual
Yeah,
room where he
training.
can run around
like
and do
that,
different
yeah.
things. If you're flipping through TikTok, you'll see guys playing virtual reality
Yeah,
people all the time.
I've seen Tom Brady do that before.
Yeah.
So that's
certain-
pretty nice.
But he does
certain,
it so
programs
fast.
have that,
Yeah.
and LSU has that program, and I was like, that's dope.
That's
man.
elite right there.
And to
Yeah.
be able to tune it up to where he's training faster than an actual game. So when he gets in the game comes to him a whole lot slower, and it's easy.
You know.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that
'cause I mean-
VR
Oh,
don't
that's
hit.
it. You got a hell of an offensive coordinator dialing up
Yeah.
great plans for you too. though.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
helps.
That's what you got to put on there. That if he didn't have Kingsbury, we wouldn't be talking about him the same way that we talked
Right,
about him.
exactly. Yeah.
So
But
we
I
got
mean-
the 4 teams left: the Eagles, the Commanders, we got the Chiefs, and what's the last
Buffalo.
one? Buffalo. Who comes out?
Buffalo, Philly.
Everybody except Buffalo. I hate Buffalo.
Why?
He don't like the quarterback.
Why?
He a Taylor Swift fan.
He get too much praise, man. They about to get him an MVP, even though Lamar Jackson had a better year.
No, I think
Should be
Lamar gonna get
Saquon
that.
Barkley should be the MVP.
But
No, man.
what I would like to
Yeah.
see, I'll prefer to see a Buffalo Philly, but more likely I believe we're gonna end up seeing the dang on rematch between Philly and Kansas
I
City.
got Buffalo, Philly.
I got Kansas City and Washington.
It's gonna be a hell of a day tomorrow. 2 great games.
Now, man, if
A
you
divisional game, a divisional rival
Yeah,
game,
that
and
is
Hey,
a game.
and a
Real
NFL rival game. That
I ain't
Buffalo,
gonna lie.
Kansas City don't miss.
if you see a Washington and Kansas City,
I'm going Washington.
that is gonna be one of the best Super Bowls ever. Be just because Jaden Daniels, he can move in the pocket, out the pocket, he can run. It's just like looking at dang on Patrick
Man,
Mahomes.
Kansas City will eat Washington now.
Yeah, we ain't got no weapons like that. I
Kansas
want
City
to
eat
see
Washington
Saquon
up.
and Saquon, Jalen
That'll be a
Hurts.
blowout right there.
So who wins it all?
Philly.
Who we got?
Whoever wins the Kansas City Buffalo game.
I'm gonna go for Philly.
I got Buffalo.
Jalen Hurts really not playing at an elite level right now. He's really going off of Saquon. And a nice scheme is going to put, you
The
know
defense, Jalen Carter's a game
think
disruptor.
I honestly,
yeah, he is.
I have to agree.
But you can
Darius
disrupt. You
Slay.
can disrupt. You can
Darius
disrupt
Slay.
Josh Allen and disrupt
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, and it ain't gonna make a difference.
Well, they can't run on him.
between Kansas City and
Josh
Buffalo.
Allen
That's gonna
can.
win. the Super
Buffalo
Bowl.
can run on them, but Kansas City ain't running on them.
No,
But Saquon
I don't think
Barkley,
Kansas City did
man.
pass Buffalo though.
Saquon Barkley has just
It's
been a
gonna be hard.
beast, man. Like when I seen him do to the Rams, I was like, I'm waiting for him to take one to the house, rip off a big one. At the end of the game, there it was. I was like,
man, that was all in the snow
Dang,
and shit,
man.
man.
Hey,
He been doing it all year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if y'all saw
the
those
MVP.
runs, he got those 2 breakout runs.
He
Wasn't
did.
even a safety around him. Everybody was in the box,
gone.
and everybody was running in the snow, man. If you win a regular game with
He
on
been
the
doing
dome,
that. He been
where
doing that.
everybody
He did
got
that
a
in the
fair
regular game without the
opportunity,
snow.
I ain't saying he couldn't do
He
it.
the MVP at least.
I'm
man.
just saying the conditions allowed him to shine like that.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm saying.
So you got
I hope Philly win it all. That's what I'm going.
Philly.
for.
I said between Kansas City and Buffalo was.
If you got to pick one,
man, Gosh.
I ain't been Kansas City with your boy.
Don't make me smack the shit out of you.
honestly though, man, I just think it's Buffalo time, man.
I think the Bills got their number.
I think it's Buffalo
I
time.
ain't
Y'all gotta remember
never, ever picking against Patrick Mahomes.
And the reps, you know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes and the refs.
Whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying?
Buffalo time.
Now they even threw Kalen Clark in the booth.
Oh, you seen that?
You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
seen
crazy.
that, man?
It's on
Listen,
now, bro.
everybody-
They
And
winning
then-
now.
and then
They
they
done
sitting
threw
here
Kalen
saying-
Clark in the booth with us.
She's been a fan. I'm looking
White
like
America,
I
boy.
don't know.
They're about to take
I don't
over.
know.
Hey,
wow.
next thing you know, Donald Trump gonna be in the
Oh
booth.
no! Don't do that.
Man.
Don't do
Next
that.
thing you know, Donald Trump
Don't do
gonna be
that.
in the booth
Don't do
with him.
that. Anyway, hey, what's the
Like
draft?
the
order?
Chiefs hat
Like
on.
they used to, like Bush used to be at the Patriots game.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the draft order? Who draft and where? Because I can't. I think I can remember the top 5, but
I think Tennessee got number 1, don't they?
yeah, Tennessee got the number 1 pick.
Yeah, it's Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants, New England, Jacksonville, Vegas, Jets, Carolina, New Orleans, then Chicago.
I'm going back to college.
Yeah.
If that was the top 5 and I'm coming out,
Yeah,
I'm going back to college.
Because I was just thinking, like, ooh, Shador don't want to go to Cleveland.
No,
or Tennessee.
or Tennessee.
Right, God
Or, hey,
damn.
or New York.
Well, I think you want to go to New
You
York.
want to go to New York. New York, you can be ass for 10 years and then win one, and now you're a Hall of Famer, Eli Manning.
Which team has the most to offer out of the top 5? Jacksonville, New England, Giants, Cleveland, Tennessee. Because he's going
Cleveland.
top 5.
Miles Garrett, man.
Cleveland. I
Cleveland.
can agree with that because they defense is solid, and then on top of that, they do have a running back. So
Yeah.
I say Cleveland, but at the same time, though, man,
Look at that division they in.
that division is going to
Woo.
be tough.
Good one.
But at the same time, though, I'm still not putting anything past the Raiders because they saying Tom Brady is supposed to be all in this stuff too, and they gonna try to make a trade somewhere. And
I say the Raiders.
and I believe he
Wouldn't want
won.
to go to that division either.
So, do you think that him and Deion ain't talking? But like, hey, we want him going to the
Man,
Raiders.
Tom Brady done already lost out on Ben Johnson. That's a lot of bullshit. Just because he Tom Brady don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
Right now,
Nobody want to listen to Tom Brady. He's a horrible
Right.
commentator. Get his ass off Fox.
so there's a mock draft out from the from NFL.com. Right now it has Abdul Carter going number 1 to Tennessee. He's an edge rusher. We have Travis Hunter, number 2 to the Cleveland Browns. Cam Ward going number 3 to New York. Will Campbell going to the Patriots. Mason Graham going to the Jaguars. And Vegas taking Shador.
man, look,
That's sad.
I
for
ain't
Travis,
going by
man.
that. Let's pull up Mel Kiper's Jr. He the one that be accurate at least.
Hey, who was that?
Mel Kiper.
Mel
I feel
Kiper
sorry for
Jr.
Travis Hunter.
That was Andy Katz.
Right.
Mel Kiper has Cam Ward going number 1, Travis Hunter going 2, Shador going to the Giants, Abdul Carter going to the Patriots, Mason Graham going to the Jaguars, and Jihad Campbell going to oh wait, it cuts off at the Jaguars. Sorry.
Yeah, because I know he said he got the Bears picking the offensive lineman that team.
Will Campbell, I think his name is. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I'll
don't know,
take
man.
Gentry.
His 2.0 draft that just came out has Mekhi Becton going to at 10. No wait, oh that's a different year. I'm sorry, I'm fucking up. Never mind.
So
My
If-
eyes.
if
It's
you
them glasses, man. You
Man.
trying to do something new.
if you Shador,
You gotta stick with what you know.
He ain't trying to look cute and shit.
Nah, I fucked
He's
up.
trying to look
Them
cute.
specs ain't specking.
I wore them nonstop for 2 days, and then today I forgot them at
Trying to look all
home.
studious.
yeah. So you trying to get your dang on studious read your book now? You know what
Nah, man, I'm
saying?
trying to actually
So,
see for once.
If you was Shador and you was Travis Hunter, and you talking to Deion, and you talking about like just draft order and picks, what would that discussion be like? You talking to them?
Let's run it back in Colorado one more year.
Well, the eligibility up? No. You got COVID. You can play 3 more years if you want to.
Man, Travis in Cleveland, he ain't gonna have no career.
Because
He about to just be
Travis need to take. He need to
Shador
get out
do
where he
have,
can.
wait, Shador do
Man.
have 1 more year, right, of eligibility, right?
Yeah,
Him and
they
Travis.
both was juniors. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So right, And I don't even think his son Shiloh. I don't believe Shiloh might even get drafted, bro.
He'll get drafted. He'll get drafted somewhere.
Hopefully.
Safety?
Hopefully, though.
I think he has safety. No, yeah, he got
free
good
safety.
He's a
yeah.
mediocre safety.
Yeah,
He still got it. The blood in him, the bloodline.
That's
man.
true.
He'll get it.
That's true.
And then
He's
if
a
you
fifth
was
rounder.
if you was Gentry, what would you want to go play?
I would want to go to Chicago.
Won't want to go to Dallas.
Not with that offensive line.
That offensive line gonna change. I'm gonna give Ben Johnson a chance.
Hope so.
Because Detroit used to have a horrible offensive line.
They got the best one in the league now.
So I'm gonna give him a chance. And then he's good at getting the ball out quick. That's what gives the offensive line confidence.
Bet you.
You know, Caleb Williams held the ball for what, 4 or 5 seconds? Goff getting it out in 1 second, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We can use that.
See, that was the one thing that I know Ben Johnson was talking about. He's like, he has to work on Caleb with getting the ball out quicker because he did miss a whole bunch of upper receivers at times. And the thing I did like about him, he was like, at least I beat the Packers 2 times out of the year this year. I was hey, word, hey, I give you mad credit. He talking smack already, so he was like, hey, I'm coming for you.
Man, that's propaganda. Everybody that ever get hired
That's
by the
the
Bears,
first thing they say.
that's the first thing they say.
that's the
We gonna
first-
beat the Packers.
The only person beat the Packers was Lovey.
Yeah,
So I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, Lovey was doing this thing, and then you got rid of him, man. That's
We'll switch gears. We'll move to the NBA. I'll quickly pull up the standings for the NBA right now. We're about to be approaching.
We got Thunder number 1 in the East.
Cleveland playing
West.
Houston tonight. That's gonna be a good one.
Who
Houston
playing?
been balling.
Cleveland number
Cleveland
1 in
and
the
Houston.
East.
Yeah, Cleveland's
Cleveland
number
and
1 in
got
the
their
East.
ass whooped by OKC.
You got the Celtics right behind. Well, they're 5 games back, so they got a pretty good lead. The Knicks are 7.5 games back. The Bucks are 10 games back, and then it's just a huge drop off from there.
man.
So
just tell me what Chicago at, bro.
right there though, you got. Oh yeah, you asked about the Bulls. They
Yeah,
probably
what we at 10, right?
12.
Bulls are 17.5 games back at 10.
But you got the Knicks at what's the Knicks record?
29-16.
And they're 7.5 game out of first.
With the injuries,
And they
they've been
got 2 fucking all-star starters.
dealing with. And Anthony, Carl Anthony Towns play every other game.
I don't like that, man. They gotta change the way that they're putting the starters in the All-Star game. It just can't be because you play for a city that got 1 million fans and they
Wait.
voting you in every time.
Wait, who don't belong in the All-Star game?
Oh, so
The
you
Knicks got Carl Anthony Towns
do-
and
do you
Brunson.
know? Yeah,
Brunson.
do you know the
They both
lineup?
deserve to be in the All-Star
Let me
game.
say, but do you know the lineup?
Cat
though?
balling.
Do you know the lineup?
Yeah, but you don't
The
think
All-Star game, yeah.
Cleveland
So-
could have had
Hold on,
Jared
hold on.
Allen or
we're gonna
I don't
get to the
care.
All-Star game in just a second.
all right.
In the West, you got the Thunder, number 1. The Rockets are second, 6.5 games back,
that.
tied with the Grizzlies, which they're having a pretty decent season. And then you got the Nuggets, 8.5 games back. Then Lakers, Clippers, 11
Garbage.
games back after that.
the Lakers on the rise.
Yeah,
Garbage.
the Lakers are they're a decent team this year. They still
Trash.
have very.
We
very
don't want to
big
hear
holes.
about no moves, but they
But-
doing their thing.
No, they have. I mean, there's not a move that they can. They're strapped. There's not a move they can make.
Yeah, we
It's
heard
just-
this last time. We know.
Yeah, but
I'd be scared of Memphis right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
They've been
if
coming
Ja
up
can
without
stay
Ja.
healthy.
Yeah.
The thing is, Memphis is just a big, huge team. They got 3 guys on their team that are over 7 foot.
Where's Memphis at right now in the
They're
standings?
third in the West.
And where is Wemby and them at?
They
last.
are
10th,
12th.
12th?
Yeah,
It's gonna be some years for Wemby climb the ladder.
yeah, but
Yeah.
But when he do, he's gonna be unstoppable.
it's gonna
Yeah.
He
be
already unstoppable damn near.
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty interesting
Well,
because
I watched the game the other day. He had like 8 points. I'm like,
That's
what
crazy,
the fuck?
'cause
This
he
is
always be
national
get-
TV.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be
About
interesting
7 blocks,
because
though.
in the playoffs you're gonna have teams like the Nuggets that aren't very good, but they have players that are very good in positions that no one else plays really great at.
well, everybody's getting healthy again. So and
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is balling.
yeah,
I
he
don't care what
is.
nobody say.
Yeah, he
It's
balling.
the regular season.
He balling.
balling.
Get the fuck out.
I wouldn't want to
here.
play him in the playoffs.
You don't trust Westbrook?
Westbrook. In the playoffs,
He's
it's gonna
coming
be
off the bench doing exactly what he need to do.
He look
Jokic,
like, nah.
Jokic gonna be like, okay, we down by 2. They gonna Westbrook gonna get the rebound. It's gonna be 5 seconds left. Instead of giving it to Jokic, he gonna run full court down there and lay that bitch up and brick.
Off the backboard.
Hey,
all on the
matter of
backboard.
fact, speaking
That's
of that,
what he gonna do.
did
He's
you
gonna
see-
ruin it.
Did you see that shit that Wemby did? He was coming down the court on a break. He had a little dude on him, and dude kind of stopped him from going to the cup, so he just laid that ball off with the left hand and then just went around him and just dunked it. I'm looking like, that just don't make no sense, man. Too dang on long, bro. It's like he ain't take a step and just jumped. I'm like, man, that don't make no dang on sense, man.
Yeah, that's the
Come
future right there.
Yeah, he crazy with it, and he
He able
almost
to
get like
stay,
3-4 threes a game.
Yeah, he able to stay healthy. He averaged
Right.
4 blocks. He leading the NBA.
Where's New Orleans? Somewhere way at the bottom, right?
They ain't healthy though. Yeah, they down there.
Yeah, they're
They
fourth-
should be
second to
selling.
last.
They should be
CJ
selling.
McCollum is the most overrated basketball superstar of all time.
Man, they need to get rid of
he
McCollum,
is a
Ingram.
bum.
They need to get rid of McCollum, Ingram, and Zion.
yeah.
Build around all them other young talent. Jones, Herb,
But
William, Herb.
They was trying to trade Ingram, but Ingram been hurt
Yeah,
most of the
they
season. So it's like, how you gonna get rid of him now? That's like we trying to get rid of Zach LaVine. They ain't gonna happen.
Zach said he want to stay now
Oh, he want to stay now.
because he ain't got no choice.
He must got a girlfriend or something. Motherfucker talking about I want to stay now.
They're half the league is strapped by
Yeah, he
the
ain't
by
got
the
no
CBA. There's really nowhere for him to go, and the places for him to go, they don't want him.
Like LA.
He can't go to LA. His contract's too big. The Lakers don't have a contract over $20 million to trade back, and they only have one contract that's over 18.
Give up
outside
Brown ass. I told you that the last time.
We'll take Anthony. No, we can't take.
Oh,
we can't
hell
take Mr.
no.
Glass.
No, I don't want no parts of that shit.
We ain't taking
Hey,
Mr. Glass.
hey, they're a top 10 team in the league right now.
Brown is the only player averaging over 20 points that haven't got one double team all year.
All right. Well, hey.
That's some garbage.
He's 40. Like, why you double him? He's 40. But also
Anthony Edwards get double teamed 70% of the time he touched the ball.
Also, Anthony Edwards takes a lot more shots, and the Lakers have a lot better 3-point shooters than they do.
It's just all the excuses
Okay.
that you be making just be so funny.
No, they're
You
better.
got
They're better 3-point
explanation for
shooters.
everything.
They-
Everybody's shooting 43s a game, no matter what team
I would-
you on.
if
They all
I'm-
shooting 40.
Right.
If I'm playing LeBron, I'm not doubling them.
Well, I expect those standards to switch up a little bit more before the
But if-
All-Star break.
But for any player averaging as much points as he's averaging,
It
they're
makes-
receiving double teams
It
every
makes
now and
sense.
then.
It makes sense, but then you throw in the fact that he can't run and he's 40.
All right. Here's a question.
But I'm just saying, what I'm saying is they're giving them that bullshit. If anybody else averaging 25, they'll get some double teams.
Well, OKC being number one in the West, and then Cleveland number one in the East, right? Out of them two teams, who you think gonna end up making NBA playoffs? I mean, championship game,
The finals.
the finals.
Neither.
Well, you just seen them play each other, and they got
Neither.
Cleveland got killed by like 30.
Neither.
Yeah, but Cleveland won the first game.
Neither.
You don't
Neither
see
team.
neither
they didn't blow 'em
team
out.
making the finals.
They
No.
did.
Cleveland blew OKC up.
Yeah, the first game, but not as much as they blew them out.
Yeah.
No. I don't see OKC making the finals because OKC doesn't have a strong center.
Holmgren will be
Yeah.
back, and they got
I got Denver making
They
it.
got-
Hartenstein.
the big black dude.
If
I
you
got
put
Denver making it
you
back.
put Denver and Thunder in a 7-game series, Jokic is gonna eat.
Nah.
Man, Joke, you
not
see
this
Joker's
year.
stat
And
line
and
last
they're
game?
and I don't think
Oh,
that
I don't
last
they,
care
game was
about
ridiculous.
Joker's
I don't think
stat
they
line.
have I don't think they
35
have the experience.
Did you see Shea Gilgeous
30
Alexander?
He is center. 35 points, 22 rebounds, 17 assists.
bro? He's a monster.
You
That's
don't think Shea got
insane.
the experience?
I don't think Shea has the experience to navigate through a 7-game series yet.
Nah.
All right, man.
He did last year.
Man, Shea that dude, man.
Yeah, Shea
I'm
nice.
saying they winning
I
it this
think,
year.
I think he's gonna get the,
They
the
winning
league
it this
MVP.
year.
I think he'll get the
MVP and they winning it. He unstoppable this year.
Yeah, he killing. But
I
I
don't
still
know.
got Joker being a better player.
Nah.
I don't know. I think you get a team with a great defense to put the
I
clamps
ain't
on
talking
him.
about FanDuel. I'm talking about watching the game.
I watch
Joker is stat padding. He is.
He's the only superstar on his team, so I mean it makes sense. But
He don't make
How's he
no
stat
damn
bad?
sense. I told you how he get all his assists. He sit at the middle of the court, at the top of the key, and they run the offense through him. He's not dribbling, setting people up, penetrating, drawing a double,
He's
kicking
a
it out.
center.
He's not backing up. That's what I'm saying. He's not doing that to create assists or create shots for others.
That's what it. Well, he's that good. That's how he gets.
No, it's back cuts being done, and he's hitting people on there. The offense is set up for him. He's just standing there like this. It's not, I'm penetrating, about to
So
draw
why
a double.
can't every other big man in the league do that?
They can do that.
Then why don't they?
Why would they? The NBA don't like that shit. They want to see guards dribbling and shooting threes.
Joel, though, surely don't do that.
That's what they
So
want.
how did
They
the Joker
want. They
win?
want to see. The NBA wants to see that
So how did he win all these MVPs?
because he's foreign.
No, that's not it at all. Because the league wants an American superstar.
Because he's foreign.
The
That's
league
how
wants
he won.
an American.
and everybody votes, and they love the foreign players.
No, the NBA
I'm
wants
just
an
letting you
American-born superstar.
But the NBA ain't the one who votes.
So if you take the top 4 teams in the league and you just assume that they're going to be the last 4 teams standing, Thunder, Cavs, Celtics, Rockets, are any
That
of
won't be the
those?
same.
It's going to be OKC and Boston again. I mean, this year, watch.
I think
I'll
it'll
put
be
money on it.
I think it's going to be Boston and Nuggets.
Wait, who did Boston play last year
The
in the
Nuggets
finals?
didn't even make to the finals, the Western Conference
It's just-
Finals last year. We're the better team.
The thing is with the West is kind of upside down right now, so you really don't know who's going to come out. Like I can make a case for
the
every
West
single
ain't
team.
upside down. Look at the league. OKC got over everybody.
I understand, but they got off to a hot start. I don't think that they're them dudes. I don't.
A hot
I think
start.
they
It's
are.
over.
They are. They
It's
can
over.
kill Cleveland.
It's over half the season gone
I
already.
think they're them dudes, bro.
It's 50 games in. It's not a
underst-
hot start.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think
They've only
that-
lost like 5 games, haven't they?
I understand, but it's the playoffs. It's different, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
Yeah,
think
we
that,
know the
I
playoffs
got-
is
think,
different.
I
I
got
think in
Denver.
a
They
7
won
game
the
series.
playoff round last year.
I got Denver winning.
Look, it's top heavy, but the top 6 teams in the West right now, I think any one of them can come out of it. The Clippers, Lakers, Nuggets.
Clippers.
The Clippers.
What
Stop.
the hell?
Stop.
You just wanted to throw the
Stop.
Lakers
Stop.
in there.
No.
Get the hell out of here.
The Clippers are great. The Clippers are a great defensive team. Not good.
OKC
Great
will sweep
defensive
the
team.
Clippers.
And
OKC
they
will
still-
sweep the Lakers.
And they still don't have Kawhi back.
Kawhi
ain't
is
never-
back.
he ain't
Maybe
never coming
he'll
back.
play, maybe
He
he
back.
won't. But the Clippers are I don't know, man.
Next topic,
And
man.
and,
This
and
shit's
also
crazy.
the Clippers have a good big man. That is very key.
Who, Zubac?
Zubac is not getting
He's
played off
not
the court.
better than Hardenstein, and that's the backup center.
I don't know, man. I don't
He's
know.
not.
You just don't see it.
I don't
He's
see
not.
I just don't see the Thunder winning.
Man, dude.
I just don't.
You got new spectacles on when you don't see it.
Yeah,
Nah.
you can't see it.
Zubac ain't better than Hardenstein.
No, he may not be, but I just don't think in a 7-game series that the Thunder are beating the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, they beat the Clippers.
ain't
I
gonna
got to
sweep
beat
the
the Clippers.
Clippers,
man.
man.
Not every time like that. I
They
think
will
you
sweep the
can
Clippers.
make a case for them. I'm
No,
not
you
saying that
can't.
it's a run. I just don't see a run. I'm not saying that
So you
they're.
trust Norman Powell in the playoffs
I
to
don't
be your best player?
listen. I don't see.
He's
a-
like 34 years old. And
I
that's
don't
his
see-
highest scoring average
you-
ever.
I don't see a runaway team on the West.
And you know,
No, there
dang
is.
on what-
OKC is literally running away with the West, and you don't see it.
and you just sitting here talking
And
about
you
they
got new glasses
right,
on
you
this
just sitting
week.
here talking about their defense, and James Harden don't play no defense at all.
I understand. No, I'm talking about their defensive rating is really. They're a great defensive team.
Man, okay.
So if their rating is decent, OKC has to be number 1, right?
Boy, you gonna make me start smoking weed again.
I can pull it up.
OKC is probably number 1. 9 times out of 10.
NBA defensive rating.
James Harden don't play a lick of defense.
To only lose 5 games by All-Star break is crazy.
Yeah, man, come on.
Was
They're
it
running
4?
away
Wait,
with
is
the
it 4?
West.
It's 8, but
They lost 8 now?
yeah.
Okay. I thought,
That's
I missed
still
a couple.
amazing.
yeah.
No, it's still, that's what I'm saying. It is still amazing.
That just happened recently. Because when they played Cleveland, one had 4 losses, one had 5.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But OKC is running away with the West, man. It's not even close. And Minnesota, if Minnesota don't get their shit together,
Hey, man,
they going to be out in the first round.
Yeah.
But Denver, they going to be out in the first round or something, bro.
Nah, because they getting healthy. Aaron Gordon back.
Nah, man, it don't matter. It don't matter. You see what happened to their ass last year. Minnesota beat them.
I believe that Denver getting healthy at the right time.
Minnesota had
I can't see
Hey,
him
Cat,
going
too.
out in the first round.
You were right. They have the #1 defensive rating in the league. The Clippers have the second.
But what about Dallas? So y'all think Dallas
Dallas-
is going to let
Luka,
Denver beat them?
I think-
Dallas is the defending Western Conference
I
champion.
think Luka missing too many games.
Luka will be back though, and he gonna be.
Wait, Luka out right now?
He been out.
He been out for about 20 games.
Ooh.
And that's what's killing him. And
They
Klay
ain't-
Thompson ain't showing up.
They still competitive.
They ain't winning.
What's their record in the West? Dallas. They still in the hunt.
What's the
Without
hunt?
Luka
The
for
top
like
10?
20 in the playoffs.
Dallas is 13 games back. They're 9th in the West.
Ooh.
They still in the playoff hunt.
They're in the
They
play-in
in the
right
play-in
now.
right now. Okay.
With Luka missing like 20 games.
Yeah,
And
but
so
when
that
Luka,
mean that
Luka ain't
team
gonna
is
be able to
getting
stand
better.
by itself.
That means that team is
Golden
getting
State
better.
is nowhere in that play-in.
Hell, well, they are. They are. I think they 21-21 or 22-22
What's
or some
Golden
shit
State
like
record?
that. They right around the 500 record.
Yeah, they're 500, 22-22.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me see.
But none of those teams matter.
No. OKC is taking over the West, man. I don't care. And if they can't be in the playoff, it's gonna be Dallas. So
I'm gonna pick Dallas or Denver, but I don't see Dallas making a comeback.
So you seeing maybe an OKC and Boston?
yeah. OKC. Cleveland
The
can
East, I'm
do
gonna go
it
with Cleveland. I'm gonna try
because Boston can get injured. If with Porzingis there, Boston gonna
And
go.
on top of that, Boston rely too much on a dang on 3-pointer. If they hot, they hot. If they go cold, it's
Yeah,
Don't sleep on Milwaukee.
Jaylen Brown been kind of off.
oh yeah,
this year.
Milwaukee has been
Don't
coming
sleep on
on.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
It's
Milwaukee has been
Dame-
coming on.
Dame
is,
and Giannis
Yeah,
both
that's
killing.
true.
but
So-
you see, they took Middleton out of the lineup.
About time.
That's good.
I-
So if
I'll,
it was me, I'd ship Middleton ass for Jimmy Butler right now.
They talking about it.
That's
That-
good money.
That
I'll
would
give
be
you.
good.
I'll give you.
That's good money.
I'll give you the top.
that
Top
put Milwaukee
five.
#1 in the East.
Top 5 defensive rating in the league is Oklahoma City, the Clippers, Rockets, Orlando Magic, Boston Celtics, and Memphis Grizzlies. And then top rated offense are the Cavs, Knicks, Celtics, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Oklahoma City.
You know, that's crazy that you say the Knicks is in top for offense, but they're not in top for defense. And
And
top
and
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau's a defensive.
Yeah, exactly. That is.
Yeah, they're
what,
ranked.
What was the only team that was in both?
There's
OKC.
there's two
OKC.
teams that are in both.
OKC.
Memphis Grizzly. Wait. So OKC, Clippers, Rockets, Magic, Celtics, Grizzlies,
and then
Oh, that
OKC.
was 6.
and then yeah, well 6. Well, it's Cavs, Knicks, Celtics, Nuggets, and then Grizzlies are 5th, and in offensive rating, and OKC is 6th.
Yeah, they the
6,
only
okay.
one that's
So
in
yeah,
both.
the Grizzlies are in both,
Okay.
and so is OKC.
That's the reason why I'm saying I believe OKC. They
They
coming out
and
of
they
the
actually
West.
they
Listen,
match
to
up
me-
pretty well.
But to me, if Ja Morant get back to Ja Morant
Yeah,
and they playing like they playing right now,
Yeah.
that's
that'd be a matchup.
Nobody want to
playoffs.
see them. Yeah, we ain't even
And I'm going
we ain't
for Ja.
even. Yeah, we ain't even mention Memphis. But
Right.
Memphis,
and,
yeah.
and real talk.
And they doing that with Ja just
Hey.
playing in the background.
right? And they got Marcus Smart on the
Yeah.
bench looking like
Hey.
little scrappy. Y'all big and
And I
sugary,
do like
sweet looking.
How's Edie playing over there?
Great.
who
Decent.
Zach Edey.
Decent. Yeah.
He doing good over there?
Yeah.
They got Zach Edey,
Yeah, he's
and
shooting
then
threes and everything.
they got Zach Edey,
I
and
know
then
it's
they
like,
have
he got 6. He doing like 60% from the field.
they
I don't know
got
how many shots he getting up again.
they got like 3 7-footers over there,
I,
Yeah.
and Jaren Jackson.
I like the way Houston is hooping too, because Houston does have a good solid defense. I think the only one little slight thing that's holding them back is like I like Fred VanVleet, but he ain't that type of point guard they need.
yeah,
Well,
he's too small defensively.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah.
Houston Rockets are terrible,
He's a
terrible on
scorer.
offense. They're terrible on offense.
Yeah, but if he was a little bit taller and like putting up numbers and could play
Sengun
defense,
is good though.
it'd be pro.
I like Sengun.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
they
same-
got. That's
same-
why
they
we
got-
remember they got a nice
They have
roster.
players.
Yeah.
They just have a really hard time generating points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying Van Fleet. He need man. It's,
Yeah, they don't shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah, it's I could see them maybe trying to make a trade somewhere, but
Jimmy Butler.
Where the Houston Rockets win is they're incredibly crafty at getting offensive rebounds, so it gives them a lot more possessions.
Hustle baskets.
They play a lot of hustle basket, but they miss a lot of shots too.
yeah.
They miss a ton of shots. So
They
a
don't
lot
got
of
no
it,
good pure shooters.
yeah, they
yeah,
don't.
and
They
it's
just got a lot of athleticism.
it's a game of possessions, so they're gonna win. They're actually number 1 in offensive rebound rating in the league right
Hey,
now.
did you say the Sixers was in the top 10 in the West? I mean, in the East?
The Sixers, and he ain't mentioning the Sixers at
They
all.
ain't say nothing
no.
about the Sixers.
They're 11th.
Okay, that's what I thought, because
Yeah.
Joel, he out again, right?
Yeah, he didn't play against Joker again.
See,
He
that's
keep
what I thought,
ducking
man.
What's
Joker,
the difference between Joel Embiid and Michael Olowokandi?
Ooh. Oh,
Man.
God.
Joel Embiid can
Greg
average 30
Oden
points a game.
Greg
Yeah.
Odom.
He's unstoppable when he play.
They didn't give Olowokandi or Greg Odom a chance. As soon as they was injured, you done.
Yeah, that was a wrap.
They
Yeah,
didn't say,
that
you
was
can
true.
miss 60 games and
Yeah.
come back and
But when
play
they
20.
came- but when they
you can
did-
miss 60 games
When
next
they
year
did play,
too.
they wasn't getting 30 points, 15 rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Shit, Greg Odom was.
No, he
Well,
wasn't.
not 30. He was getting you 20.
Yeah.
So we'll move on real quick. We got the All-Star starters for this year. In the East, you got Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. In the West, you got Steph, KD, Shai, LeBron, and Nikola Jokic.
LeBron got that for
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
he got-
It's a legacy.
That's the fan- that's the fan
him and
vote, right?
Steph got
Yeah.
him and Steph got 'cause
Exactly.
Him and Steph got that.
They was
Yeah.
talking about that. They said Steph shouldn't be in there. LeBron shouldn't be in. And
Ba-
they said KD
Based
shouldn't
off
be
play,
in there.
they should.
KD in there too. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh hell no."
Based off play, no, they shouldn't.
Oh my
No.
God, that's why
And-
they used to hate being in the same conference as those old stars because they take those spots
And
up.
I don't really agree with honestly, I don't really agree with Brunson being in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
in the
me neither.
East.
Me neither. That it could have went to Darius Garland.
Yeah.
Darius Garland should be there.
Yeah.
Darius Garland
But
should.
Brunson,
Bronson been balling, but
Brunson's better.
they both been balling. It's just
he is better than Garland.
it's
He's
difficult,
better.
man.
Better at what?
Come on, man. We ain't about to do this.
No, I'm just saying better at what? You think he's a better defender?
I think he's a
No,
better
he's
ball
not
handler.
a better defender. He's a better scorer.
Yeah, scorer and
That's
ball
it.
handler.
But
He
besides,
a better ball handler than Garland.
Hell no.
Orchestrator of the offense.
Darius Garland,
No.
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 Darius Garland,
No,
that's what
no,
Darius
no.
Garland is perfect at.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what he's perfect at, setting up other people and
Yeah,
playing the
exactly.
offense.
All
He's
right.
not a scorer like that, but he can score.
I mean, the fact that I think Jalen Brunson's best attribute is with his best thing. The thing that you do with him the best is give him the ball.
Just give him the ball.
Clutch
give him the ball.
time scoring, but
Yeah. That's what I mean. Is like when
Yeah.
you give him the ball, you don't really have to worry about shit.
Yeah.
With Darius Garland, you still need the rest of the offense. Jalen Brunson, he just have the other four guys do whatever.
Yeah, but
Right.
Clear
this
out.
this
Clear,
year
yeah.
has really been a lot of Karl Anthony Towns.
He balling too.
Yeah,
when
he's
you
balling.
when you put a team that's 7.5 games behind you vote their point guard as a starter and not your point guard, and your point guard is having a decent year too. You know?
Garland deserves to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a starter, I believe so.
Yeah.
But I believe him and Lillard, they'll get in as reserves.
In the West, who's the center? Do they do positions?
They do forwards and guards.
Yeah,
Who's the 3
and 2.
forwards? Besides the other two are LeBron.
It's
Jokic.
Jokic and
Anthony
KD.
Davis.
Jokic and KD.
KD, it should be Sabonis.
Okay.
Sabonis should be there.
And Shandong.
Sengun.
They already saying that, boy. Anthony Davis is probably gonna be there because he been hooping of late, but
Mhm.
he'll probably be in that reserve.
Sabonis is averaging like 16 rebounds a game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe De'Aaron Fox might get in as a reserve.
You don't know about him.
They bet not have 2 All-Stars.
No, I don't see Fox. He missing too
They
many
bet
games.
not. With their record, they bet not have
Fox
2
missing too many.
All-Stars.
Sabonis, if anything, I say Sabonis should be the Sacramento representative.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's crazy with the voting. Then you got the fans voting. It's wild.
But if we taking off LeBron and KD and so we just said we'll put Sabonis and the starter, so that'd be 2 centers.
Mhm.
That's gonna never happen unless you
Yeah.
So who else in the West deserve those spots?
Because how's the
What about
Jaren
Wembanyama?
Jackson?
What about
Right.
Victor?
Yeah, Victor.
Right.
But he's
I'll
center
put him
too.
over LeBron.
and that shocked me. I was like, Victor ain't in the.
I'm surprised he didn't get the most votes in the league.
Right?
So what is the form? How's the format supposed to be this year?
They playing like pickup games.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be like 3 or 4 teams.
4 teams.
Yeah, I like that
4
too.
teams compete to a certain number, and then would
3 All-Star teams and 1 is it the rookie team.
The winner of the Rookie Rising Stars Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we did our All-Stars. We get that. Just like a tournament. You know?
Okay.
So they're gonna go to like first games is gonna be like up to like 45 or something, 40 or something. Then the second game gonna be like the 25.
Okay.
First to 25.
Pick
So
up game.
it should be kind of competitive.
It better be.
But you still got these old heads like LeBron and Steph and them that I don't really want to see them. They're not gonna be competitive.
Yeah.
No.
To do what Michael Jordan
They
did
might
is
they
let
might
the
even
young
throw
guys go.
Embiid hurt ass in there.
Based off votes, for forwards, it was Jokic, LeBron, KD, Wemby, AD, Sangoon, and then Jalen
Yeah,
Williams, Jaren
something
Jackson,
rigged.
Ooh, Jalen Williams.
and then Sabonis.
Yeah,
Something
Jalen
rigged.
Williams is on OKC and AD is over LeBron though.
Something is rigged.
But Jalen Williams though, that's he
It's
should
the
have
fans. They're still
fans
more
voting.
popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just that's the popularity
You're gonna get
contest.
LeBron, KD, and Steph every rep.
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna get every rip. But
Yeah.
I mean, Wemby being up there, he would deserve it. I mean, he is an all-star. I mean, with that record, you kind of can't.
I think the coaches will get him in.
Yeah, he gonna be
The
an
coaches
all-star.
may get him in. But I can see AD. I guess Sangoon, and Jalen Williams. But yeah, from that we can
But
move
one more
on
thing.
to
But
what's up?
besides LeBron, Steph, and Jokic, there's not a lot of the usual suspects in the West
Yeah.
anymore. It's
Right,
not a lot of the
right.
Devin Bookers, the Paul Georges, all the guaranteed.
Well, Paul
the
George,
Klay Thompsons, the
Paul George,
Draymond Greens.
Paul George plays in the East.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but
Yeah.
all
He
these
ain't getting
years,
in no
yeah.
All-Star.
all these
Yeah.
years, they've been like shoe-ins for the West. So
Right.
now it's not a
Yeah.
lot of the usual suspects that they usually have. So it's a lot of
Paul
opportunity.
George didn't even break top 10
Oh
in the
hell
East.
no, he trash.
just-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just making an example of how
But
the
yeah,
West
I get what
been,
you, I get what you're saying. The West isn't
no
individually
James Harden.
stronger.
Right.
Yeah,
They have better teams, or they don't have better players.
All right, and I know we gonna end up moving on, but just last thing, what the hell y'all think Jimmy Butler is gonna end up going? Because you know he got suspended 7
2 more
games,
games
and then
again.
now he got suspended 2 more games for missing.
Well, Pat
A
Riley
flight.
ain't gonna send him where he want to go. So
No,
And he's already missed out on $3 million.
not a lot of places he can go, fellas.
Yeah, the new CBA
Pat,
does
Pat
not
ain't gonna help him
allow.
out.
They said in order for this deal to work with the new CBA, it would most likely have to be a 5-team deal. And just that it's just, hey bro,
And
if
they're gonna have to eat that 50
because
some million next year.
what was his 3 top teams? I know he said Phoenix was 1.
I think the Warriors
The Warriors
and
was 2.
Philly.
No, he ain't say nothing about Philly.
The Warriors and it was some offshoot.
He said
team.
Phoenix.
Oh, no, not Memphis. He didn't want to go to Memphis.
Was it Minnesota?
No, he ain't say Minnesota, but I know it was another team in the East. But I know he said,
Milwaukee.
yeah, I
No,
know
it was
Milwaukee.
I would love to see
Yeah.
him in Golden
He
State.
said
though.
Milwaukee, Golden State, and Phoenix, and everybody was like, "Well, who you gonna give up on Phoenix?" They's like, "Give up Bradley Beal."
Mm-hmm.
I was
But
like,
he
I can
has
see
a no.
that.
He has a no
Bradley
trade.
Beal declined
Yeah,
that shit.
but he declined it. He
It's
ain't
not
going
gonna-
for
it's
it.
just veto.
So
The only other place I mean, it could work for him going to the Warriors, but the thing is with the Warriors, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like Jimmy Butler would definitely put a corkscrew in their plans.
they said something about
It'd probably be a fight between him and Draymond.
yeah, they said something about him possibly getting traded to Detroit. I don't know who the heck you gonna give up. You gonna have
You
to
can give up
They got
Wiseman.
a whole-
Wiseman
You
got
can
that
give
big
up-
ass
You can
contract.
give up some draft picks too.
Yeah.
Wiseman got that contract. Give
Yeah,
Wiseman,
Wiseman
up.
and a couple picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make that work. But I mean, I don't think
And
Jimmy's
Stewart,
gonna
give
want
I'd love to
Wiseman
see
and
him in
Stewart or
Houston.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't want
Yeah.
to break up that continuity.
Him and Brooks can't be on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get Brooks up then.
Yeah, and then also, like I said, they're a great defensive team. You're gonna lose some of that if you give up Jimmy. Just
Jimmy's
not.
an elite defender.
Yeah, he is.
I know he's an elite defender, but he's just one man, and you would have to lose so many pieces
Yeah, I
that
see
it
what
just doesn't make sense to break that team.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But the thing is, like with the value of him right now, I bet you he get traded for a bag of nickels. He not gonna get traded for another star
No, he
or
not.
another B
no,
player.
maybe not another
He's
star.
about to get traded for
but
3.
a
prospects.
bunch of draft
Right.
picks and
The Lakers got a shot.
No, they don't have enough money.
I'm telling you, everybody got a shot right now.
It just wouldn't work.
I
wouldn't. I know
that won't work. But
I wouldn't want Jimmy right now.
Dallas. I'd like him on
You
Dallas.
wouldn't want Jimmy?
No.
I can see him on Dallas.
Kyrie and Jimmy ain't gonna work together.
I think this season, because you got the trade deadline coming up in a couple weeks. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of moves. You're just going to see a whole lot of second round draft picks.
I think Vooch might be gone.
Jimmy need to be on.
Yeah,
I think he might be going to go to Golden State.
I can see that.
They were saying not waste him on Golden State.
They were saying that he would make sense.
That'd be dumb.
They talking about it.
They said he would make sense in LA, but they said that it's almost a wash. It wouldn't really make sense.
But
Golden State is the one that supposedly is the front runner.
I'm only saying that
that'd be dumb.
In Miami has to get rid of Jimmy because he just becoming such of a nuisance. He doing what he doing. It's like if you don't trade him, your season gonna be a wash.
So it's only one spot for him, Detroit.
But it's not. The thing is he's not an expiring contract.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah. So if I'm Miami, hey man, either you play or we suspend you for the rest of the season. Ooh. And if we suspend you for the rest of the season, you ain't gonna get paid.
You can't do that though. The collective bargaining agreement
you
ain't
can't
gonna
suspend for the rest of the season, but we can keep suspending you.
Yeah, but you got to pay me. You got to pay me. You have to prove that I'm literally doing something detrimental to the team.
I think they have proof.
Yeah,
he's appealing the 9 games that he's suspended now, saying that he didn't have proof. So he's gonna get some of the money back on those games.
Maybe, but at the same time, I mean, if I'm in Miami right now, this season's a wash anyway.
He just want to go to a contender. I mean, I don't blame him. But
fuck that. He lost those opportunities. He need to be in Brooklyn, Detroit.
The problem.
We need to give him. We need to send him
to Washington.
If he goes to Detroit,
Pelicans.
If he goes to Detroit
look at all
with
those
Cade
contracts
Cunningham,
the Pelicans have.
If he goes to Detroit with Cade Cunningham and they come back next season with Jimmy Butler on the Pistons. That's a good team.
Yeah,
that's the type of situation he need to be in.
That's the only thing that works for the
Pelicans. Now that
CBA.
we think about it, with all those guys, why won't they give up McCollum and Ingram for Butler?
Hey,
yep.
That's $100 million for $40 million.
I will fuck with Jimmy and be like, you know what? Okay, you want to get traded? I'm gonna send your ass to the worst team in the league,
Washington.
You either going to Washington or Utah.
Yeah. I wouldn't send them to Utah. I'd send them to Washington.
But those teams, the thing is, those teams, they don't.
They don't have nothing to give back.
Those teams.
I'll take Jordan Poole.
I'll
take Jordan Poole over Jimmy Butler.
It's not that they don't have anything to give back.
And
the thing
Kuzma,
is, like,
both of them.
They're tanking. They don't want a player to make them better.
Yeah,
Jimmy, if you give up Kuzma and Poole, you still tanking.
For Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, you still tanking.
Yeah,
I think Kuzma and Poole put together are still worse than Jimmy Butler.
Nah, hell no. That's 40 points. That's 40 points a game.
But you know the crazy thing is, even though with them teams tanking, they still may not even get the fucking first round pick.
No,
it's all about the ping pong.
It's 15%.
Unless you San Antonio.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you're probably not going to see any players who make more than $30 million a year get traded. It's just going to be a whole bunch of second round draft picks. Yeah. I've been looking at because obviously I would love for our team to get better.
How much was Jimmy asking for?
He's getting 50-something million now.
Yeah,
but why is he wanted more?
For an extension.
No, he wants a max extension.
He wants a max now.
He's single-handedly.
So that would be 60-something.
He damn near single-handedly took that team to the finals twice.
I understand, but that's just not how Pat Riley roll, bro.
Yeah, I heard Pat Riley's be doing his niggas like that.
He do. Why you think LeBron left?
He did it to LeBron. Right, yeah. He did it to Dwayne Wade. Until D-Wade got in Chicago.
Fuck Pat Riley, slick back hair ass.
he ain't paying nobody.
Hey, you gotta admit, dude, back in the 80s when Armani suits, he was one of the flyest dressed coaches back in the day, you know, so you gotta give him that.
He look like Al Pacino.
Yeah. Fuck about no Armani suit in the 80s.
Big shout out to Vince Carter.
2025, the 80s.
Big shout out to Vince Carter getting his number retired, not just in Toronto, but today he got to retire to New Jersey. Well deserved. Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Since we giving it away.
Do he got a statue in Toronto?
What are you doing in Jersey?
Well, if they
he did a little bit.
Yeah, if they
get him into the finals twice.
Nah, he ain't taken into the finals. He wasn't even on that final squad.
No, he wasn't on that final squad.
When he came, they lost.
Jason Kidd.
That was Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
He came after.
After they was in the finals twice. Man,
Exactly.
nah,
Vince
no.
Carter played on those teams.
No, he didn't.
No,
He didn't?
No,
No.
It was Richard Jefferson,
It was
Kerry Kittles, Jason Williams,
Van
Martin,
Van, what's the dude?
Van Horn, Keith
Van Horn.
Yeah, Keith Van Horn. Yeah.
What
it was all them
What
cats.
year were they?
Kenyon Martin.
That was like-
2002.
Yeah, that was early.
Okay, so he was still with Toronto then.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
Nah, he
Okay,
wasn't on that squad. He came and they lost.
Because that year that they had a chance to go to the finals, they lost to AI and them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Toronto, yeah.
And
Game
that's
7.
how, yeah. And then I think the next year, that's when is that the next year, the year
They
after
traded
that?
Tracy
when-
McGrady.
Yeah, Tracy McGrady went to Orlando because I remember that whole
Yeah,
thing.
he was doing it by himself.
It was supposed to be
So Toronto finally gave him. Remember, he went and graduated and came back and lost the playoff
Yeah,
game in the same
exactly,
day.
right,
So
yeah.
now they're happy about him and they're gonna
They
retire
was-
his jersey.
They was
'cause
mad as hell.
They got rid of him.
I remember
They was like, he's not devoted.
You're gonna
'Cause I-
choose
yeah,
yourself
'cause, hey,
over us.
You
Right.
remember that it was supposed to be Tracy McGrady, Tim Duncan, and
Or Orlando.
Grant Hill in Orlando.
Yeah.
But Tim Duncan pulled out at the last minute because this was during free agency. He was like, man, I'm staying in San Antonio. Like, I ain't going nowhere.
Smart decision.
And then
Yeah.
Grant Hill came there, and then boom, Grant Hill got hurt. And his career just went. I was
Yeah.
like, dang.
I mean, so
And then T-Mac
really,
became who
Vince
he is.
Carter really ain't done nothing to be a Hall of Famer, but win the dunk contest.
I mean, he had some decent seasons.
That's
but-
it.
He's
Eastern Conference Finals? No. Remember,
went that one time. No,
he
he-
was that player that they was like, we just need you to win a playoff series.
Yeah.
They was talking about that for 10 years.
no,
with
he's
him.
in the Hall of Fame.
He's
Why,
in the Hall of
though?
Fame?
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Why?
He was Rookie of the Year. He is a
Olympian.
1, 2, 3, 4,
He
5,
dunked
6,
over a 7-3 dude.
7, 8.
Like jumped over his head.
Yeah, 8-time All-Star, Olympian.
He's a Hall of Famer.
It's not like
He
baseball.
ain't never won
This
nothing.
ain't baseball.
There's a lot of Hall of Famers
You don't
that
need
he
to
better
win.
than.
You don't need to win
That's,
in the NBA.
but they don't need to be there either.
I agree.
They
But
don't need to be there either.
And is
because Isaiah Ryder ain't a Hall of Famer.
Hell, he in there?
No, I was going to say East Bay Funk.
Like they got him in there for that dunk. I'm like,
Spud Webb, is he in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
probably is. You never know, man.
What did he do?
They giving that shit out like a bag of chips in the NBA.
Right.
also shout out to the WNBA. They had their what's the name of the new league? The 3-on-3.
Unveiling or something like that. It's
We should probably get that right.
yeah, it's
Unrivaled.
Unrivaled.
I seen
The Unrivaled league.
I seen a game yesterday. They was literally running a full court 3-on-3.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
on like
that's
an element. No, it's like an elementary size stuff.
Yeah, but they was getting
Yeah,
it in.
it ain't an NBA or WNBA, but it's like an elementary.
And they had
size.
the-
very fast paced.
Yeah,
And
and they
it's
had
nice.
the
It's nice.
one chick that won the title with LSU, and she got drafted by Phoenix, but then she got cut, and she don't know why. But she was on that roster yesterday, and they was
So who's
balling.
sponsoring this league?
Yeah.
I think
No, the WNBA players themselves.
Yeah, they
so
sponsor
they're
this
they're
league, yeah.
they're the players getting equity in the teams that they play on.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Phil Handy is a coach.
Yep, Phil Handy.
That
is a
was
coach.
pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to hear
Yeah.
that he actually want to be a coach in the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's one of the dopest trainers and player developmental guys out there.
Mhm.
Why he hasn't had a chance?
Yeah,
Skip to Malou too.
yeah.
So
And-
He's a coach.
no, he's
And you
he's
know-
a good development.
And speaking of that, like coaches, why we ain't never seen what's my dude that used to play for the
Sham
Rockets
God. That's what I meant. Sham
back
God.
in the day?
Oh gosh, I'm glad.
Sam Cassell. Why he ain't never?
He on the coaching staff
Because
somewhere?
he too ugly, man.
He looked like
Shit, that's just like getting
put him in front of
Tyrone.
nowhere.
That's just like getting Tyrone Hill as your coach.
Tyrone Biggums.
Come on, man.
He took interviews this
We know
this
damn
past
well
season.
why Sam
Right.
Cassell
Yeah.
ain't the coach.
You can't
He
put
look
him ahead
like-
of your company.
Yeah.
He over there looking like Tyrone Biggums with them
Put
fish
him ahead of
lips.
your company.
He got interviews this
He's not
past
the face
season,
of the
but
franchise type guy.
there were no jobs that he wanted.
No job.
He's
I think-
real good at his
That's like,
job.
man,
He's
hey,
just ugly than a
That's
motherfucker.
like Mark Jackson should be a head coach somewhere.
I heard he
Yeah,
kind of
he's just too stubborn, man. He's too
He went off the
stubborn.
rails a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
Um,
stubborn.
Moving on to NCAA. it's kind of early for basketball standings for NCAA. I know.
You got Auburn #1 still, right?
Is Auburn number one?
Then like Tennessee.
Let's check.
What happened to
Then,
Cooper Flag
Duke.
and Duke?
They
Yeah,
won
they was
today.
up there.
They #3.
Auburn is #1, Duke at 2, Iowa State 3, Alabama 4, Florida 5, Tennessee 6.
Those football teams.
Yeah. And
The
then
SEC,
you got Houston, Michigan State, Kentucky, Marquette, Purdue.
Now, that's the regular
Michigan
basketball.
State, man. I like Tom Izzo, man. He is always in the top 10, no
Can't
matter
stand
what.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand Michigan
What's
State.
up with Arkansas though, man?
Man, they
You got-
over there tripping.
You got Calipari. You got the highest NIL budget.
He tripping.
You got our guy.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, he got a GI guy.
You got Davis over there ain't doing shit, man. And he's supposed to be going to the NBA next year,
He should
man.
have stayed right where he was at, man.
Yeah.
Auburn has won 10 straight. Michigan State has won 12 straight. Houston has won 11 straight. They got a
They very
couple
athletic
teams,
again.
couple teams that are
Samson got them
stacking
doing their
wins.
thing.
And you know the crazy thing
What
is,
happened to
bro?
UConn? Well, UConn, they fell off the map.
Yeah, UConn kind of fell for it.
Well,
They
you
back-to-back champs, ain't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
They are not ranked as of right now.
Yeah.
And then Hurley went off on the ref talking about, I'm the best coach in the
Exactly. You seen that?
You ain't even ranked right
That's
now,
crazy.
sir.
And then you know also the crazy thing is, like you said, in a football school like Iowa State, they'll mess around and get like a #1 seed and then be bounced in the first round of the NCAA
the
tournament.
Cyclones and shit.
Be like, what the heck? Like, come on, man. But then a team like Houston will just get either to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 and then they gone. Hey,
Yeah, wasn't Houston in the championship game last year?
no.
Or was that the year
I think it
before
was the year
last?
before.
It
Okay.
was year before. It's
But
Or
it's-
last year, one or two.
Super duper 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 early to
But Baylor,
kind of guess where what's gonna be.
we getting close though.
We'll switch
March
to
Madness.
football. We just had the national championship game.
Man, dude.
You guys can take this one because I didn't
Dude.
even watch it.
Man, my heart, man, dude,
Bullshit.
my heart, man.
So I'm
My
gonna be
brother's
honest.
an Ohio State fan.
Well,
what you know how I
Ohio
feel about
State
Ohio State.
won because they had more talented players. That's it.
Yeah.
They had the
Look.
best player, the wide receiver. He's the best player on the team, on
Yeah.
both teams.
Jeremiah Smith, hey,
Yeah, he a dog.
he that dude.
But
Look,
Notre Dame quarterback, after the first drive, he was tired like he just fucking played 8 quarters. If y'all see that, he had to get oxygen and throwing up and everything after the
Exactly.
first drive.
Right.
I
So-
think
Come
Notre-
on, Leonard. I'm like, God damn, it's over already. I knew we lost.
I think Notre Dame came out the first half playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
yeah,
Because in the second half, when they start playing to win, they start making plays. They start throwing the ball down the
exactly,
field.
right.
They another quarter.
I don't
Notre
be
Dame
wanting
might
to
win
hear
that
about
game.
that
Yeah.
that second half
It's
shit
just-
when the defense started backing up and letting you throw the ball. That's all they did. They was up by so many points, they started letting them throw the
No,
ball.
I believe when
he
we got
can't
that.
throw.
No, he can't.
He
but,
can't throw.
But at
He
the same
can't throw.
time, though, when we got that turnover, that did give us some life. But what made me mad is like we got the best trio of fucking running backs
Yeah, he's
in the nation,
abandoned the run.
and we abandoned the run. Jeremiah Love should have ran all day on them boys.
Yes. The only person was actually getting yards in the run game was Leonard.
And then you kept running Riley Leonard for what? For what?
And he was so fucking tired that he couldn't even get to the huddle the next time. So I'm
They-
like, oh, this
they
guy,
hey man, they
he
gassed him
smoked
out.
cigarettes or something.
That
He gotta
first
smoke cigarettes.
That first drive,
I
we
never
went
seen
down
no
there,
athlete that like
and
that.
we scored. Like Dre said, we went down there, we scored. Man, he on the sideline like this. He threw up oxygen. I'm looking like because you ran his ass.
drive. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was over.
So
That's
it's-
because that's the first time of him being there.
No, he
Nervous.
smoked cigarettes. No, he was tired as hell. No, and he ran 8 plays. He ran 8 times.
Yeah.
Just because he
Man,
ran
dude.
8 times.
I think he started to settle in, and it's later in the game. It was just too late.
Nah, too much
And then
vaping,
he
bro. It was
started
too
getting
much
the ball.
vaping.
Then he started
He
getting
vaped.
the ball to Jordan Grayhouse and everything else. I'm like, Jaden Grayhouse. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good and everything else. But where's our running game? We ain't doing this. And then you sit here and you put one of our best corners out on the island by himself, and he's
And
not
then
that type of corner. He's the type of corner he's gonna bump and run you.
The biggest play of the game.
But that throw was
it was wide open.
No, it wasn't.
It was a
one-on-one. It was a one-on-one.
It was a zero all blitz,
You didn't mean to
man.
tell me he had like an 8-yard distance on him?
No. It was just a perfect throw, a perfect catch, and a one-on-one coverage, and Jeremiah Smith is the better player.
So how far of a distance was the DB from the receiver when he caught that ball?
I don't remember.
About 8-9 yards. That's wide open.
Well, why didn't he score a touchdown?
Because they called his head.
Basically what I'm saying is
it wasn't the DB.
No, it was one-on-one. Wasn't nobody over there.
The safety that came and got it.
We know that our safety, our corner, we know that he is one of the best corners, like as a freshman. He's a bump and run. He's not one of those that's going to play off. He played off. So when Smith hit that slant, he played him for the slant. And then all he did was a sluggo route and was gone.
Well, he was out. The coach, that was a coaching match.
That was a coaching error.
And Al Golden should have knew.
They came with a blitz and left him out there on that island. And
the biggest player
Brian Day knew it was coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And Al Golden should have known.
One-on-one to my best player, and he made a perfect throw.
And Al Golden, he already know.
Al
Golden likes to do a zero blitz. And
Those
Al Golden
muffins
should have
looking
known.
gooder and gooder the longer we sit here, boy.
Al Golden should have sit here and be like, no, you know what? X, you are safety. You gonna play over the top of him. So if he get beat, you can come over.
No cover 2, no cover 1, no cover 3, no nothing.
Man.
No coverage.
And
no
then
help.
on top of that, the game before that, Texas played that man in a zone and he didn't go off like that. Why didn't you play a zone on them?
So you're saying that basically Ohio State didn't win, Notre Dame lost?
No, Ohio State.
No.
won.
Ohio State won the game.
They outcoached them too.
But
Ryan Day outcoached
you couldn't
them.
make it that dang on easy, man. Fuck Ryan Day, man. Fuck Ohio State, man.
Did Ryan Day save his job?
Yeah, he won a national championship.
Yes, he saved his job.
He saved his job. He saved his job for the next 5 years.
He ain't had no choice.
Yeah, fuck what happened with Michigan. He just won the national championship.
Check this out.
Convincingly.
Ohio State won this, right? I guarantee you for the next 5-6 years, they ain't going to win another damn national title. Watch. Because it happened when they won the first playoff. It was 4 teams, right? They come in, they win this one. It's the first 12. They ain't finna win no more.
But
Watch.
Ohio State is the type of university that's built for the playoff. Because they're always going to have more talent than everybody else. So that 3-4 games that it's going to take to win that playoff, that's why it's just going to give them an advantage.
And on top of that, what did he do? What did they win? They went and spent $20 million on a fucking roster. That sounds like the fucking NFL to me.
More than that. Yeah.
So you couldn't literally, you went out and recruited.
Wait a minute, it sounds like you hate now. That's
Man,
a lot
I
of damn
can't
energy.
stand-
Let me ask you
I
this.
can't stand
Let me
Ohio
ask you
like
State,
no
man.
Scarlet.
Let me ask you this.
I can't stand Ohio State. I got family members as Ohio State fans.
Let me ask you this. Does he save
He mad.
He saves his job right now, right? Next season, let's say they win all but one game and lose to Michigan, and
they're gonna probably that Ohio State fans gonna be ready for him to go. They're gonna be
Man, they
fans
was
up
saying
the
them
band
death
again.
threats this year until they won a championship.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere.
they're gonna be tuning up the band again.
Because they're going to be like, well, we lost them last year. We won a
He's
championship.
going to be there until it's a scandal.
You know what? I can kind of agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
he
Because
gonna be there
that's
until it's a
what
scandal.
happened to Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
It always is. in
After
Ohio.
you win, you can stay until it's a scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna
they
feel
make
on
a scandal
he
so
gonna
they
feel
can
on
get you out of
somebody's booty or something and do some he
Ohio
gonna
State
he gonna
probably
do
already
some
been
he
doing
gonna
that.
do some Sandusky.
Yeah.
He
He
gonna
take a shower with
you
the
gonna
kids.
do him like that?
He gonna Penn State somebody.
What's WBB?
Oh, that's women's basketball.
Okay, so we covered
He
that.
said
I'm-
Oh no, no.
No, that's-
Go ahead.
That's women's college basketball.
Go
That's
ahead.
basically, I'm just giving a shout out to Don Staley, man. She in there, man. She making $25 million. She
That's
just
big
signed an
money right
extension,
there.
man. You know,
That's
she
big
one of
money.
the dopest women college basketball coaches out there, man. Men or women, bruh. And yo, she doing her thing. And South Carolina just beat the brakes off of LSU the other night. Beat them by like about 10 or 12. So
How many championships she got? 3, 2?
yeah, she got about 3 now.
3?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yo, so she dope,
Pay like
man.
she weigh.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
That's what's up.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you got to give her tops, man. So like, cause you don't see many men making the money she making right now.
You don't see many men coming in college sports and dominating the way she does.
Hey man, yo,
Yeah.
she a hell of a recruiter, bro. So
That's
Good
what's
old
up.
South Carolina.
Congratulations.
yeah,
If I was at where's she at? South Carolina?
Yeah.
If I was at North Carolina, I'd kick her ass. I'm just saying.
putting it.
North Carolina ain't got a program in women's college basketball.
They would if
Yeah,
I
they
was
do.
there.
But they kind of
They would if I was there.
they ain't all that
Takes
good
a long
right now.
time.
That's just like Alabama not having a good basketball program all these years. That's they dumbass. Like, come
Notre
on,
Dame
right?
ain't got a basketball
You-
program.
Huh?
Notre Dame ain't got no basketball program.
That's
right?
they dumbass.
Well, they got a girls, they females.
Nah,
college
Notre
basketball.
Dame basketball
Michael
program
Shrewsbury-
is
Michael
just as
Shrewsbury
good
ain't
as.
a bad coach.
Hey, Notre Dame basketball program is just as good as the football program.
You a damn fool.
Hey,
bro.
Michael Shrewsbury. Hey,
Get
Michael
him outta
Shrewsbury
here.
ain't a bad coach, man. He all right. They
Get
coming
him outta
along.
I do want to touch on the
They're
MLB
just
offseason.
inconsistent.
Okay.
We passed the winter meetings in the Major League Baseball. We got a lot of guys say, "Come on, man,
Winter
it's-
meeting.
We in the offseason.
we're in the offseason."
He's supposed to be off
in-
this
right.
shit.
2
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
In 2 months, in less than 2 months' time, they getting ready to start up spring training. So,
Yes, it's coming, but the biggest deals go down during the winter meetings.
man, we
And
really
it
got to
did.
talk about this
Yeah, man,
because we know who
didn't cover it.
we know who was fucking dead, dominating the headline. The fucking Dodgers.
Well,
Yankees,
my
really.
thing is,
They got them signings, man. They got the best signings, best free agency.
as a Yankee fan, I am happy with what happened this offseason because even though we lost Juan Soto, we got better as a team, and we still don't have a leadoff hitter.
What was he button? 288 ain't going. You all right without that?
I think we're fine. I mean,
yeah, you'd be fine.
his-
I can come do that.
his on base percentage was great.
Give me what did he get? 700 million.
The problem is,
I'll come bet 280 for you.
well, the problem is,
Give fuck what I have to do.
the problem is you don't have.
I don't care what I have to do.
The problem is you
Get up
don't
there
have
and
anybody to get on base.
You ain't got nobody to get on base.
You don't got nobody to get on base
Every time.
so that Aaron Judge could knock him through. You don't have anybody
and it's
playing.
the man you talking about that was whacking the postseason. They didn't show up.
Aaron Judge,
Yeah.
he was historically bad. But he also had one of the best regular seasons.
And he
out
won
of-
MVP.
Listen, he had one of the best regular seasons out of any player to ever play the game last year, but he just did not show up in the playoffs
Okay. All right.
at all. And I was literally listening to John
One
Boy.
of the best regular seasons. I can name 5 regular seasons
Maybe
that his ass
but
wouldn't
you're-
scratch.
But you're gonna have to go back.
3 of them
to-
was Barry Bonds.
You're gonna have to go back very
One was
far.
Ken Griffey Jr.
He had a very, very great regular
Sammy
season.
Sosa season.
But
Fuck out of here, Aaron.
and again, those
He led
guys
the league in
don't have
strikeouts.
chips. Those guys don't have chips either.
To me, what is funny though, I have to agree with Coach Dre is that you call yourself being a great hitter with an average of 288. When we was watching baseball growing back up,
321.
321
Fred
was
McGriff
that's
was the
good
man,
average.
right?
I understand, but right now, baseball isn't determined by your batting average.
Oh, here we go with this.
It just
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
It just isn't.
We ain't
It
going
just
here
isn't.
again.
It just isn't.
Win
Okay.
ratio.
It just
What was
isn't.
it?
Just
Win
because
rate.
that guy can't hit, so what does he do well? Well, you know,
analytics,
he comes and
right?
says hi. He's on time every
what they're
day.
looking at. What they're looking at
Win
is
rate
like
percentage. or some
He
shit.
runs to that ball real good.
put it this way. Put it this way. If like the reason why the Yankees can't just have a great player like Aaron Judge with a really great batting average and win games is because pitchers just pitch around him. And if you don't have a player like Juan Soto to come before or after him, then you don't you
That ain't never changed in baseball history.
Right.
yeah, I
It's
understand.
always been that way.
I understand, but
And it always been people betting over
it's a-
300.
and it's a-
Albert
yeah,
Bell.
yeah.
and-
So why is 288 getting you 700 million?
because of where he could place the ball, his eye for the ball,
Slappy singles?
And he get on base.
and he gets
Cal
on base.
Ripken singles.
He gets on base, man. You can't win without getting on base. And there's teams and the reason why the Yankees didn't win is because they couldn't get on base.
I
You
should
know-
have stayed in baseball. 700 million for
Right.
288.
I can't say
Wait,
y'all.
they walked Barry Bonds every time he came to bat one year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like 1,000 walks.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I can't even say y'all the
But
evil
then again,
empire
then
no
the
And he still hit,
but
what,
then-
60-something home
You know what I'm
runs?
saying?
and then the Giants
188
and the
RBIs.
Giants didn't win shit.
yeah.
They was in the
went to-
World
they went to the
Series.
World
They went to the
I
World Series,
I
but they
understand,
lost.
but they didn't win. We went to the
They
World
got
Series.
cheated. They got
We
cheated.
got
remember?
cheated. We got cheated by
y'all
Houston.
got swept.
No. We got
Gentlemanly.
I'm talking about
Gentlemanly.
I'm
Oh,
talking
you
about
forgot about that scandal
I'm talking about the scandal.
with the
Yeah,
garbage cans
we
and
were
whatnot.
we were a better team that
Stealing your
year, and we
signs.
should have won. We were better. That was a World Series team.
They were stealing
Juan
signs.
Soto
about
wasn't
Houston.
even
Wait,
on
who
the
was doing
team
that?
then.
Houston?
Houston, yeah.
Houston was stealing signs.
Juan
That was the
Soto
year they
was
won.
up in Washington.
I know. Juan Soto won a ring already. Juan Soto has
Yeah,
a
he batted
championship.
270 in
But
Washington and got a
I
ring.
can't say for this year, y'all not the evil empire because the damn Dodgers just signed like I think it was a 1 maybe 3 aces. 3.
They got another Japanese guy too, didn't they?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3. No, they signed two aces that's Japanese and then a third one from America. I'm looking like
So why did the evil
but think
guys
about
they
this.
spending their money?
No, but think about this.
Evil Empire
When
means you
has
just
a
you buy
Japanese
championships.
pitcher came and been successful in the league
consistently.
consistently?
yeah.
Besides Otani, not really.
Even Otani.
Maybe Tanaka was okay.
And they all getting these big ass contracts, and what they giving you?
And
30 days?
Yamamoto was
Old boy from the Cubs that went to Milwaukee.
Yamamoto was
He won a Cy Young.
He Sop Choi. motherfucker.
Yamamoto's not a Cy Young pitcher, but he was decent in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they always do that. They always
on paper-
splash, and
On paper, they look great, but the things
it's
that
the longevity of it.
yeah, and the things that made the Yankees a terrible team last year, they fixed. They were like top 5 worst base running teams in the history of the league last year.
So what else
Those
going
Ja-
on
those
with them? Now?
Chinese-
Let's stay off the
those
Yankees. We
guys-
back on the Yankees. I knew
those-
this was gonna happen. You just wanted to talk about the Yankees.
You're talking
right.
no,
we
you're
was talking about the whole offseason.
The whole
He brought them
offseason,
damn
there's
Yankees
only
up. Now
two
we talking
teams.
about what the Yankees need, who the Yankees
There's
want.
only- give me another team besides the Yankees and Dodgers that spent money this offseason.
Mets.
Cubs.
Who did the Cubs get? They made a trade. I'm
You
talking
got
about
on
spent
a
money.
whole
Oh, y'all
Cubs
got
jersey.
Bellinger.
Cubs got Kyle Tucker, but
Y'all
we
got
got
Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Yeah.
And then who else? Who else did you say?
Mets.
Mets just got Juan Soto. They didn't even get their own first baseman back.
That's the
That
most
one
money.
player spent more money
That's
than
the
everybody
most
else.
money.
yeah, but I mean, one
You
player
didn't want
ain't
to
gonna
talk
win.
about the cross-time rival.
One player, he's not gonna win over there. Come on, let's
mean,
be
He
serious.
didn't win over there.
My
Let's
Red
be serious.
Sox did a little something.
The Mets,
but they ain't
the
do
Mets are the
much.
Clippers of Major League Baseball.
Sounds like hate.
It's the truth.
Sounds like hate.
It's the truth.
I have to agree with him on
Yeah,
that.
he is right. He is right.
I
He is
have
right.
to agree
Truth.
with him on that.
But if he was the Mets, he wouldn't say that.
At
If he was
least,
a Mets fan.
at least the White Sox won one.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is like he's going over there and he's not. It's not a
Well,
great team that he's going to.
At least he went over to the Mets because if he'd have went to the Dodgers, boy, that would have hurt you.
I mean, if you would have went to the Dodgers, I'd probably stop watching baseball.
That would have hurt you.
It's just it's not fair what they're doing.
As a
really.
Yankee, you can't say that, bro. That's crazy. Y'all had lineups like that all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of our lineups
Nobody
were,
was saying that when y'all had Derek Jeter.
Tino Martinez,
Kenny
Bernie
Rod,
Williams,
Then y'all had Mike
Duque,
Piazza
Manny
one time. So
yeah,
y'all always kept getting
Piazza,
all type of crap.
everybody.
Every
A-Rod.
every starting pitcher
who was y'all
in the
close
league.
at the time?
Gary Sheffield.
You know what I'm saying? No, you don't hear nothing about
Rivera.
And all them was on the team at the same time. We just
Anthony,
named.
another MVP Anthony Rizzo come over. You
know
still
what
getting
I'm
all these players.
Tito,
Hey,
Tito
they had-
and
But when
Edgar
somebody else
Martinez.
get 'em,
Remember they had
He gonna stop
Rivera,
watching
the
baseball.
best closer in
Don Mattingly.
Man, and y'all couldn't be shut out because
Yeah.
Rivera come in and close everything out.
Right.
Lights out.
Like they done had the best roster.
Oh, man.
there's a very stark
They
difference.
need
There's
the
a
other Steinbrenner back.
There's a very, very stark difference between having the best roster and what the Dodgers are doing. Never
It's the
before.
same thing the Yankees did.
The Yankees never deferred billions of dollars
So you mean tell me
at one time.
George Steinbrenner was spending money like it was
He
water?
spent money, yes, but
that was equivalent
way
to
that they're-
billions. Back then, that was equivalent to billions. What John Steinbrenner was
spent
doing.
money, but the fact that they're deferring these contracts to fit people in to get the type of talent that they have is otherworldly. It's not even fair. There's never been this lopsided. There were teams to contest the Yankees back during those times. They didn't just breeze through and win championships. Those were hard fought
The Dodgers-
championships.
You act like the Dodgers just won 4 in a row.
Right. They're 2 out of 5 years.
Yeah, but look at the roster.
That's a regular fucking roster. I just told you that.
It's not, bro. It's
These
not.
Japanese pitchers gonna come and ain't gonna do
I
nothing.
think they
It's
too
not.
nice. I think they too nice. That's why.
They just they
don't have
just
no
got
dog in
they
them,
just got
probably.
they just got an ace and a Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
Not only that, you talking about Freddie Freeman, who's a former MVP, I believe. He's got a ring elsewhere. Mookie Betts got a ring elsewhere. Otani is arguably one of the best players to ever play the fucking game. Like
we can do this with the whole Yankees roster every time they won a championship.
Yeah.
They had 9
Up and
Hall of
down.
Famers in their
Up and
lineup.
down.
a lot of them they drafted though.
Hey, what was they?
No,
who-
they
who
only
the Dodgers
drafted
drafted?
Derek Jeter.
Right.
They drafted all of
Did y'all
the
draft
Big
Bernie
Four.
Williams?
Paul O'Neill.
I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Bernie.
Hold on.
Uh,
Yankees Big Four.
what was it?
They had Paul O'Neal.
The core four.
Paul O'Neal.
What year you
Their
talking
core
about? Every
four was
year?
Derek Jeter, Andy Pettit.
Yeah.
They drafted him. Jorge Posada.
You
They
naming
drafted
regular
him.
Those are regulars.
And Mariano
All the all-stars.
and Mariano Rivera.
Right.
Yeah,
They
but
drafted him.
we talking about the Gary Sheffields, the
Roger
Bernie
Clemens.
Williams, the Paul
I'm a
O'Neal,
David
the
Johnson.
Tino Martinez.
I'm talking about the Yankees, the core four that won.
Yeah, that's called 4.
They won 4 World Series championships.
Yeah, but they didn't do nothing.
But
we
they,
talking about
Those are the 4 best players on the team. What are you talking about?
no, you
No.
said core as in
No.
those was the
Those
ones that
weren't
they
the 4
drafted.
Y'all
good players
built
on the
around
Those
team.
that
was the
core.
ones that they drafted.
Right.
But
Y'all
the
built
ones they
around
brought
that core.
in, the ones that was doing all the
Like,
Those
damage.
aren't the 4 best players
Y'all
on the
went
team.
it. Y'all went and
Hell
got
no.
Sheffield. You went and got Roger Clemens.
Right.
You went and got Bernie Williams.
Name me 4.
Tino Martinez.
We just did.
Okay, name me 4 players that the Dodgers have drafted that are still on the team. They don't have one. They don't fucking have one. They don't fucking have one.
Name me an all-star that's been drafted by his team he on right now in this day and age.
And baseball?
This day and age, yeah.
Aaron Judge. What are you talking about?
Aaron Judge was drafted by somebody else. He was on Cleveland or some shit.
No, Aaron Judge was drafted by the Yankees. Yankees have been using their picks. Yankees have Anthony Volpe they drafted, Aaron Judge they drafted,
Check Aaron
half their
Judge.
bullpen they drafted.
Aaron Judge got traded in the minor leagues, I think. I remember Aaron Seattle or something like that, or
Let me see. I mean, I might stand corrected, but
I might be
He's
wrong.
only played for the
but
Yankees
I'm thinking Aaron Judge was somebody else at first.
no, he's only played for the Yankees. Yeah. Yankees drafted him first round of the 2013 MLB draft.
That's the first pick in the draft. Who else?
That they have on their roster right now?
Anybody.
Oh, I forgot.
Nobody
Y'all did
stays
trade
with the
for,
team they draft.
John
Our
Carlos
starting-
Stanton.
We traded for Giancarlo like 8 years ago. after he's not in his prime, old Stanton.
Y'all traded for him when he was the best player in the league.
Exactly.
MVP.
You full
Hit
of shit.
50-some home run.
You full of shit, bro.
You see that face?
All right, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man.
That
We
one,
know
that
baseball.
one, that one you got me, but there hasn't been any other player.
Oh, man.
That one you got me. That one you got me. But
Trying to get away with the old stand.
You
just
were-
traded
you
for
were-
Soto
no.
a year ago.
You
But
want
he
to
got-
No,
know why
we
it's
got
not been
Soto,
any
yes.
players like that lately in the Lakers? The Yankees haven't got? Because there hasn't been any players like that in the league because now they're getting 280 guys.
I mean,
They're glorifying other stats instead of players like Stanton, who, when he went there, he was betting over 300 and he had like 50-something dingers.
you can't tell me Stan's a great player.
He was a great player. He was better than Soto. His height.
No.
Yes.
No.
Put his stats up against Soto's.
Like his MVP year?
Period. Career stats. He probably
Let
got
me see.
3 times as many home runs and RBIs as Soto. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when he was over there with the Marlins, dude.
Marlins, yeah.
Yeah, he was that
What
dude.
are you talking
man.
about, bro?
He was that dude.
Soto ain't never had years like that.
But Soto's still young too, though. So he just turned what, 27?
4.
He what, 24?
I think he's 24.
Whew, that gives him 6 more years.
Oh, good Lord.
Not at all. 10.
10 what? 10 more.
10 great years.
No, he's not. 10. He didn't give us no
Because
great years yet.
nobody gives you 10 great
Right,
years
that's what
now
I'm
in
saying.
baseball, period.
A-Rod
Not
couldn't
really.
even do it. If
But-
A-Rod couldn't do it,
but the-
nobody could do it.
But in baseball, players generally play until they're well into their 30s.
Ass?
40s.
Not
They don't
he signed a 15-year
they
deal.
don't outlive their contract.
Who
They-
is that?
Juan
So-
Soto.
so
I think
his-
it-
15.
So
It
if
was
his
15
prime,
year.
he's at 280.
they're
Imagine
probably,
what he gonna be 10 years from now. 230?
well, no, I'm talking about like it's like in
You don't
how long
want
his
you
prime
don't
is.
even want to bring up Stanton stats. I know you don't.
I'm trying to find a way to do Stanton stats from that are not from last year.
We already remember Soto's 288, 22 home runs
I just
twice. We remember Soto's.
Yeah, but like it's
Stanton
such
did
a-
that
it's
his
such
rookie
a-
year.
it's such a how do I say? It's such a naive way to go about it to just compare. It's kind of like comparing points per game.
Ooh, don't do that.
Points per game in basketball. Like who has the highest point? Like the player with the highest points per game isn't necessarily the best player.
But he's going to be
No,
better
but-
than that player that has a better
He's not gonna be-
free throw percentage.
He's not-
Nah, you should have said the player with the best free throw percentage. But if you scoring the best, 9 times out of 10, you probably the best
not the best in the league, at least.
in the league.
Yeah, if you lead the league in scoring, you probably top 5 in the league. Period.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Hold on. Top. Well, no, you're top 5. Yeah, for sure.
Probably
But
the best.
the stat that you bringing up
You probably talking
don't
field
make you
goal
top 5
percentage.
in baseball.
Right.
No.
Hey.
No, the stat that you're bringing up don't make you top 5 in baseball.
Who
No, I'm talking about the stat that
So
you brought
home
up.
runs
the
don't make you
win
top 5
rate.
in baseball?
No.
who just
Well,
won
that's the
the
problem.
who
That's
just
the
won
problem.
who won the Silver Slug Award this year?
Because baseball is an all-around sport.
Baseball is a failing sport. That's the problem.
Who won the Silver Slug Award this year in baseball?
For what position?
The AL. I want to say
I don't have that, but I can give you the batting leaders, the leaders in home runs and runs batted in.
Why are we talking about this?
Yeah,
Off season.
this is the off season.
Yeah, it's the
this
off
next
season.
week.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's
just
it's,
bringing
it's
it
a
up.
It's a very pedestrian argument to say that your batting average
got you.
determines
I got
how
you.
good you are. Like,
respect.
Yes.
No, your batting average means you doing all that other shit you talking about. If I'm betting 400, excuse me, I'm doing everything.
no,
What
batting
am I
average
doing?
doesn't say how much you get on base. Batting average doesn't tell you how many runs you batted in.
So how can
Batting
I?
average just says batting average just says
Soto don't bet runs in. So that argument is not good.
he does.
He don't. Not for that type.
Well,
of
and
money.
then also it's situational because
Ricky
there's-
Henderson betted in more runs
You
than
trying
that.
to tell me if you batting 400,
right.
you don't affect the players around you?
If you're batting 400, you do affect the
Because you're
players
getting walked.
around you.
If you betting 400, you're getting walked in crucial parts of the game.
Yes.
Your on
Nah,
base percentage is probably
you
500.
do, but
Yeah.
there's not one single player that can win a baseball game
Wait,
single-handedly.
so basically, what you saying to me
But you
is
can still
that
be the best player.
Soto
Yeah, you
would.
can.
You basically saying us that Soto will get on base. He can get on base, but you had nobody to bring him in. Is that
Correct.
basically what you're saying?
Correct.
But what if it was a guy betting 400 behind him?
What if there was? They're just not. There isn't. I mean, there's not a player batting.
Who would be the better player? The
There's
player
not a
batting
player
400
batting-
that's going to get you in?
There's not a player batting
Or you, 'cause you
400
gotta
in
walk.
baseball. There's not a player batting 400 in baseball.
What was the highest percentage in baseball this year?
332 was Bobby Witt Jr. He plays for the Kansas City Royals.
In my day, that was 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
No, ain't no maybe.
That was it.
That's
It was-
Sean.
It was
That's
300.
That's Sean Dunston.
What
Ain't he though?
what,
Come
what,
on.
what year was your day? What year was your
The
day?
90s.
The 90s.
Okay,
that's Sean
let's just
Dunston.
go 1992.
Edgar Martinez 350 all the time.
Batting
Look up,
average
just look up
leaders.
Edgar Martinez.
1992 batting average leaders. It was. Let me see if I can.
92 probably
Ichiro was
McGriff.
batting good
92
in the 90s.
The
Braves.
number one was Edgar Martinez.
Edgar Martinez 350 something.
343.
Look at
Yeah,
that. You see
see?
what I'm saying?
See,
And nobody even knows him.
Right.
It's-
and
He's there for like
Mariners.
10 years.
right, and when Ichiro was playing, Ichiro had a good
We
batting
don't even want
average.
to talk about Ichiro. He didn't dip under 330.
Also keep in mind that's dirt. Like you could take steroids back then and shit.
Steroids that got
That made it harder.
You hitting the
That
ball
made it
hard.
harder. The pitchers took
But-
more
but-
steroids than the batter.
But yes, it was 334.
The pitchers was still taking steroids too.
Top 10 was 343, and then it goes all the way down to 315. If you go to today's batting
You
average,
probably got one person, two people in the 300s.
Yeah.
And they probably didn't play all season. So
And
they-
them
that's-
300 people who betting 300 don't even have home runs. These
Right.
300 people, 40, 50 home runs, 160 RBIs.
yeah, it's no. You're right. Batting average then was better than it is now.
Way.
But that's what I'm saying.
332, and then at 10th is 295.
And in 92, that was not the steroid era.
Right. Nope, 92 wasn't.
No.
That was not the steroid era.
Steroid era didn't come
Started
into the
95,
around
96.
Yeah,
After the strike.
exactly.
Yeah,
Because
so
Barry
it's-
Bonds was still little then.
I don't know how
Yeah, he was.
And he was betting 310,
Mhm.
40
People
home
forget how good he
runs,
was
40
before the
stolen
steroids.
base.
He was
Right.
the best player probably ever at one people
Yeah,
was saying.
and that's when he was playing for Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Last year was worse, or no, excuse me, 2022 was worse. 2023.
We can see why
We
they
know.
don't value the betting average anymore because nobody can get on base these days. That's why.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they don't value it as it's not a valued stat.
Because
it's a
nobody
great-
can get on base.
in the 90s batting 288 gets 700 million.
Right. Nobody betting 288 in the 90s getting $1 million.
I don't think anybody batting three. I don't think if you bat 340, you're not getting a 15-year deal if you're not doing the other things.
No, but if you
Man,
look,
in the 90s,
it
you
was
wasn't
only
getting no 15-year
it was
deal.
only a few people that was betting 330 that wasn't getting 30 home runs. Most of those guys that's betting over 330 gave you over 30 home runs and 100 RBIs.
Yeah.
And but baseball isn't there anymore. They don't care about that shit.
They would dominate today's game.
They care about the strikeouts and basically the home runs.
A lot of
That's why
when I listen to sportscasters, when they talk about baseball, they talk about, can he get on base? Is he a good base runner? And can he advance the baseball?
That's what I'm saying. I can do that.
And then what?
because the talent went.
That's what I'm saying. That's because that's all they have. You don't have no African Americans in the sport anymore. You all you have is these Dominicans and these Cubans that you done got 15, 20-year contracts where their talent dwells after 6 or 7 years, and baseball just don't have anything to show for it.
Yeah, because it's by the time because what they doing is they go over there, they scout them, right? So they scout them and they stashing them over there for about 6, 7 years. By the time they get over here, they
don't have to
Off
play
their
in
prime.
AAA, double A like we do.
They coming out of their prime now.
Right.
I mean, it's Moneyball.
It's horrible. And it's over. It's the white man sport, and they fucked it up for themselves. And I'm gonna let them deal with it. That's simply what it is.
I don't know. I don't know what it's. I don't know what can fix baseball. I don't think it's necessarily broken.
Steroids.
I would love steroids to come back. I would personally love steroids.
But you gotta integrate it back in the communities in America.
Yeah, for real. Some real
It's
shit.
not-
Get
it's
some real
not-
athletes back in there.
Even like all these cities around us, they don't have baseball. Little League is not around here anymore. You mean to tell me there's no talented baseball
Only
players
It's
in
not
Gary?
when you say around here, it is, but it's not in Gary.
I'm talking about around us.
Yeah.
Even
So-
Portage, we don't have Little League.
So in Portage, they
Portage
don't have
does.
it.
no, we got
no,
Cal Ripken.
No,
We don't have
They
Little
don't.
League.
They have,
Chopper
they
got
have it.
taken.
I know they got it in Highland.
We
I know
don't-
they have it in Munster.
Yeah, they.
That's for a
My,
fact.
my girlfriend's
Chapter.
son plays
play-
for.
He
don't
probably
play
play
for Portage Little
baseball, but he
plays-
don't play any in
He
official
probably
Little
played.
League.
Yeah, he probably played T-ball. We talking about
He
Little
plays
League,
travel
Little
ball.
League.
That's
That's
different.
not Little League.
That's not Little
That's
League. We
different.
talking
That's
about
somebody
Little
who
League,
he
Little
paying
League.
for, right? Well, you can go and get on the team and pay it like $30, $40 and
Oh,
right.
that
and
no,
you could be
no,
playing
they
in
fucked
the
it up.
national
So
tournament.
The AAU of baseball, travel ball shit fucked it
Yeah,
up.
so-
You
and
can't-
that's the
black
most
kids-
expensive thing,
black-
and
black
we
kids
can't afford that.
Black
So
kids can afford
and
that.
say
That's
the
why
only-
baseball is where it is.
I remember I was talking about signing my boys up for it, right? They was like, well, you can come and help be a coach. And this was out in Griffith because I know Griffith got it. I know Highland has it. And I know Munster has it. I'm like, yeah, but that's more towards fucking Illinois.
Yeah.
Like, I got to go back that way, not this way. You would think like a Valparaiso,
Travel ball.
Maryville,
It's travel ball.
Valparaiso.
It's travel ball.
But it's a scam because all of this local travel ball is a waste of money. None of these kids is
Yeah.
getting any national attention.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
5 national travel ball teams, you're paying over $100,000 to play a year.
I even put it to you like this. Every
That might be
year,
a system.
right,
They
every
might get that on
year,
purpose.
It is.
Get us
ESPN
up
puts
outta
on
there.
that Little League World Series. I don't never see no fucking damn team from around here within this area representing the state of fucking Indiana ever.
The closest we got was when that team from Illinois went
Exactly.
and won, and they stripped them of the championship.
Right. It had Illinois, but if
when
you
I
had,
when I was a
That-
kid
that
and I
girl
played
team.
on Little League, we made it all the way to the regionals for Gary.
Yeah.
And we got cheated every time.
I can see that.
We was the best team around here, the Gary Midtown Little League.
I can see
We
that.
was the best team around here for years during the era of like 93 to 96. And we would go down, we would go to regionals every time and lose. And it would be some cheating shit.
Yeah. So if like Little League baseball, I would hear about it. State of Indiana, it would be because you got to have the, your region. I would hear teams from like, okay, Indianapolis is representing the state of Indiana, or some Rensselaer is representing the state of Indiana, not within this area. I'm looking like,
That's not Major League Baseball's fault though.
no.
Yes,
no,
it is.
he's saying baseball
No,
as a whole.
That's Major League Baseball's
Baseball
fault
as a whole.
because Major League Baseball, if they wanted us, African Americans,
They can come out in the community.
they would put it in the community. You would have the Boys and Girls
Like a-
Club
like a
sponsored
sponsor.
by MLB. You would have things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you would have youth MLB. Have you heard of
camps.
Have you heard of youth MLB of anything like that?
Yeah.
A MLB youth?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But you heard it, but you hear about it. What juniors NBA? You hear about that all the time, don't you?
all the time.
And I know-
I do.
If I'm Major League Baseball and I can go overseas and get it, I would rather go overseas.
Why?
Cheaper.
Why? Juan Soto from
And-
overseas,
and
he's
that's
got
the-
$700 million contract.
He earned it,
that's
but
the
it's
that's
cheaper.
the same thing.
It's cheaper.
And that's the American way, because that's the same thing they do with all the companies. And when you call a company now, you're getting somebody from overseas and you can't understand what you're getting.
You got to press
it's
2
cheaper.
for English.
It's cheaper for the company, but it's really watering down the product. So yeah, Juan Soto may be cheaper for Major League Baseball, but his $288 is watering down the product.
Drop the mic.
So let's go.
I like your style. That's when you talk like that. I like your style when you talk like that.
From now on, that's how you talk.
I'm just saying.
That's how you
So
talk.
black kids can't go play baseball in college?
Dude. You
I
don't
played
see Mary-
baseball
What?
in college. There's
First
so
of
much
all,
discrimination
you don't see
against
Mary-
you, bro.
Baseball, you can't just
we just got to get
start
on
playing
another day.
baseball.
No.
No.
We'll
Baseball
talk
is a
about
sport.
that
You
next
got to
week.
start from Little League
Mm-hmm.
and every year, all year. Baseball is a sport you got to be
I don't
every
work
year
with
and
kids.
train.
I don't work with
So-
kids. So I don't know. So
Yeah, it ain't
let me
like
ask,
basketball, you
do
just get a
black kids
talent.
want to play baseball?
Some do. Some do.
They just don't have the means.
But
Is what it is.
They ain't got nothing around them.
No,
They
with
don't
us,
know.
with us, this is the list. This is the grind that you got to go if you're a black kid. If you're white or Dominican, you're right there.
already.
So if we the best kid out of high school, you're going to go to college. You're going to be put on a bench. You're going to get all these other people in front of you. Okay, then if you go to college, most of us don't even go to college. We just get drafted in like the 7th round or something out of high school.
Yeah.
But then you're going to be in the A league for about 5 years, the double A for 2 years. Damn, now you fucked your shoulder up.
Yeah.
Now you can't play now. Now, we like you so much. We're going to give you a shot. Triple A, 1 day.
But if the numbers
know what I'm saying?
are great,
No. If you look at the double A and the single A rosters, you'll see black people on them rosters with good numbers.
Yeah.
And it's been on there for 20, 30 years on the same teams.
I don't know. That's not.
That's
I
their
don't
spot.
dabble in
That's
minor
their
league
spot to
business,
fill the
so.
roster.
The only people that's really trying to like do something for black kids is if you go to HBCU, they're like really putting like college baseball
That's a different
teams in.
thing. Yeah, that HBCU, that's different, man.
That's only but them kids, maybe 1% of them kids maybe get looked at by scouts.
if
You got
know-
to be that dang on good.
if you notice, the top black baseball players now are football players.
Yeah.
And what are they choosing to do?
Probably
Play football. Yeah.
What plays twice as much money and is guaranteed?
Baseball.
What's the
Why would you? What makes you think they would do that?
There's 52, position or 52 slots on a football team, and there's
No,
only
but
like
No, it ain't.
no.
You ain't 1 out of 52 roster spots.
No.
Whichever position
football
you are. Yeah, if you're a quarterback, there's only 3 spots.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
1 out of 4. If you're a wide receiver,
You
it's
got
1
like
out of 7.
You
You know
got
what I'm
a
saying?
52
Yeah.
or 53 man roster, but do you know how many people you got to beat out just to be able to get on the field in that position?
yeah, but also there's 26 roster spots on a baseball team.
But
Yeah,
it's so
but you
it's
gotta
so
be an
much
ace.
it's so much racism in baseball. That's why people are choosing football.
But in baseball, you got 3 outfielders that can play either part of the outfield.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
you got the infield.
You
that
can play any
part of
position in the infield.
Unless you're a left-hander, you got to
And-
play first base.
In
and
baseball, any position,
It
the
is
only
very- it is
position
very
the
versatile.
only position that you need a specific skill set for is pitcher and hand catcher.
Yeah,
Exactly.
catcher.
Everybody
And then-
else, you can play any position.
And then on top of that, they're gonna determine whether or not if you're a starter or you're a reliever.
Mhm.
So are you an ace? Are you gonna come in every 5 days? Oh, this is your day to start. Oh no, okay, well you're not that, so you're a reliever. So you coming in the 7th inning for that 7th inning. You gonna do what you got to do. Then we bring somebody else in, like say, I only get a dang on inning, and then you the closer. You come in to close in like the 8th and 9th inning, and that's it. And then you just been sitting there that whole dang on time.
So you
Not
getting people getting paid $10 million just to give 3 outs.
Exactly. And that on top of that.
So why would that's what I'm saying? Why would African Americans choose to damn near get CTE, break your knee, and not have any guaranteed money? Why would they choose that over?
I'm not
Baseball.
sure.
I
I'm
would
not
say
sure, but
I got a good answer for that, and it might be controversial, but just to be 100, football is more flashier.
yeah.
No,
So
Baseball ain't a
it's
second
funner. It's
sport.
funner.
No.
It's funner. It's more flashier. Like my son.
But-
my son is
but the
better at
thing is-
baseball than he is basketball. He does not want to play baseball no more.
but the thing
Oh,
is,
dang.
He just get bored.
But that we know how we just got to stimulate him different.
Yeah, you know
But
what I
the
mean?
thing is, with football, there's only one position in football that's getting the glory.
Man, you got running backs, quarterbacks, receivers that's flashy. DBs are flashy.
And you
They
can
all get
and,
pussy.
and you
besides
can.
the offensive line.
I ain't say getting pussy, but I'm saying, but
Well,
you can
that's
put
what
all
these young men are doing.
You can put all they face up in front of us right now, and we're only going to be able to pick out the quarterbacks.
I can agree with that.
You can put all their face right now, and we're only going to be able to pick out the quarterbacks.
That's well, you talking about maybe not an average fan, maybe an average fan. Maybe. I'm a real fan. I know people how they look.
I'm just far as notoriety.
Yeah, that's 'cause they wear
wearing
helmets.
a fucking
They
helmet
wear
all day.
helmets, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's still a flashy sport. I mean,
Nothing's
it's more flashy than baseball.
Right.
Nothing's
What's the,
more flashier than or more manly than going up there hitting a home run off a 99-mile-per-hour fastball.
Right. What's the dude y'all traded from the Marlins last year? That's
Jazz Grissom.
Right. Somebody came to me and they was like, "Oh, that's a black player." I was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "He not from America." They was like, "Yeah, he is." I was like, "Nah, he not from America, bro." I was like,
Hey, Ellie Cruz, like he exciting to watch
"Nah,
play
he
baseball.
exciting. He exciting."
But what was the last time we've had those type of? When was the last time we had a Ken Griffey, a Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
those inner city black kids in baseball
Yeah.
giving other black kids hope or to look up to?
Right.
And the reason we don't have that is the reason why we don't have no little league
Because
around
we
our
don't got
community.
nobody.
Exactly.
We don't have that. And then when it's time to play travel ball, let's say I decide to put a travel ball team together for this area for the Gary kids. We can't afford it.
You can't afford.
We
the
can't
tournaments.
afford to go
Yeah.
in the market. You know what I'm saying? So
That I can attest to because I know how much that costs, and that shit's
Because
expensive.
they
It's
said
not
that,
worth it.
they said travel AAU ball is more expensive than AAU basketball
Oh,
and
yeah.
football.
yeah,
Yeah.
those
And that's-
tournaments is way
And that's
expensive.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But moving on from that, did you guys want to touch on the FS1?
We can talk about that next week. Man.
Yeah.
That's a deep. What's
Yeah,
up
that's
to you?
that's pretty deep, man.
Need more time for that.
Yeah, because I
That's
I
gonna
need more time for
right.
that.
That's gonna damn near
And
get off of
it's,
sports.
it's still developing, but
Yeah, we need
we'll
more
see
time
where
for
it
that.
lands. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Thank you guys for coming and sitting in. I know it's been a couple weeks, but
We back.
the band
Yes,
is
sir.
back
Yes,
together.
sir.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
If you guys can, if you're still watching live, if you made it this far, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Share our shit, please, 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 please. Share our shit. We're on the rise. We're gonna
Let's
get
go.
there. Thank you.
Tell him
was
how
a
goofy he
vibe.
look in his
It
glasses.
was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill. I need these. These are prescription.
yes.
80sapparel.com. Get you some.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna link those up.
And
too.
coach gonna coach.
And coach gonna coach. That's what he gonna do.
He gonna be good.
We see you guys soon.